Welcome to the Mission Prep pregame show on PSNtv. It is homecoming here at Santa Ynez High School. I am Brian Stanley. Joining me, Stephen Hodges. Stephen, I believe we still got some time, but it looks like we're about to get underway a little bit early here, according to things, as teams are already lining up. But it says 4 minutes.
About on time.
About on time, but the captains are meeting at center field, Stephen. And as they meet at center field, I'm going to do a quick rundown here of both squads. The Santa Ynez Pirates come in today 1-2, playing out of the Sunset League, yet to have a league matchup. Coached by head coach Josh McClurg in his 13th season here on Friday the 13th, with a record of 61-63, 49% winning percentage out of Division IV in the Central section. They hold a 2-game losing streak coming into this with losses to the Lompoc Braves and the San Marcos Royals. Their only win is the season opener to the Dos Pueblos Chargers, 48-0. Points for the Pirates this season, 71. Points against, 51. The Mission Prep Royals 1-1 this season. A loss to the Santa Fe Christian Eagles and a win over the Bronx, a 58-0 win. They play out of Division IV. Head coach David Schuster, his 8th season, 54-20. And the Royals wear Vegas gold and navy. The Pirates wear orange and black. Steven, you're watching this coin toss. What's going on?
Well, I got to tell you, these are two teams that I would really say are untested coming into this game. This is going to be a real good matchup between two teams that really are looking to iron out their remaining strengths and weaknesses. You know, you look at Mission Prep, they've had a game on the road at Santa Fe Christian that has a hard road game, a tough team in Santa Fe Christian, and that game against Kern Valley last week where Kern Valley was a little bit outmatched with Mission Prep. So Mission really hasn't had a game on equal footing. I think this game represents exactly that. Santa Ynez is a great team in the Sunset League. One of those that, you know, when they sat there and divided up which way teams were going to go, I honestly thought Santa Ynez was a tweener to maybe go to the Mountain League. So this is going to be a game where Santa Ynez is going to try and prove themselves as one of the top teams on the coast. Mission Prep going to try and, you know, cement that spot in their place in the Mountain Leagues. You know, have the pride of the league on their shoulders going into this game.
The last time these two teams met was last season, with the Royals picking up the win 46-6 at Cal Poly, led by Thomas Glenn, 8 for 15, 135 yards through the air.
We'll disagree on that one. I think the run game was a little bit more, but we'll talk about that as the game gets underway.
And the kickoff by Bloom, picked up at the 5-yard line, being returned by the Pirates at the 20-yard line, bobbing and weaving, breaking some tackles, and brought down at the 23-yard line is Austin Bocher.
Oh,
and we are underway here at Santa Ynez.
Santa Ynez is going to start with the ball here. Their offense has struggled the last couple weeks against the Royals and Braves. Started out pretty strong against the Chargers of Dos Pueblos. So defense, a strength of Mission Prep. So if Santa Ynez can move the ball here, bodes well for the rest of the game, but Mission Prep really going to have their strong unit out to start the game.
Jude Pritchard, the quarterback for the Pirates, and a flag immediately on the snap. False start on the offense. That's going to push the Pirates back 5 yards. 11:50 on the clock here in the first quarter.
Now, looking back at this game last year, 41-6 game, just as you said, but really I'd say is, you know, the running game of Mission Prep. Drew Harrigan, 25 rushes, 121 yards. Ronnie Kardashian, 5 rushes, 122 yards. Incredible run game by Mission Prep on offense.
Pritchard takes a low snap on the ground, picked up by Bocher. And Bocher taken down in the backfield for a loss. And a second down and a distance to go. Looks like a second down and 19. Excuse me, second down and 18 for the Pirates. Not a very good start for the Pirates here early on.
Miles Thompson with a big tackle for loss for the Royals. They're going to bring us up a long second down.
Shotgun snap, man in motion, and the handoff in motion. And the carry by Max Andrade. And Max Andrade collects a few yards. Excuse me, loses one. I lost my positioning on the field thinking he got to the 20. taken down at the 15-yard line. 11-17 on the clock rolling here in the first quarter.
We'll see how this Santa Ynez offense deals with Gabe Almada up front. He had a monster game last week against Kern Valley. Right now, it looks like they're trying to move the ball away from him up front, try and stay into the outside, but passing down here.
3rd and 19 for the Pirates. Quick pass out to the near side, completed to Luke Jaganis, and taken out of bounds for a short gain to the 16-yard line. That's going to bring up a 4th down for Josh McClurg, and the kicking unit's going to come out onto the field.
A statement 3-and-out for this Mission Prep defense. Last year, they held Santa Ynez to only 6 points. When you talk about the tools that Santa Ynez had on offense last season, Dallas DeForest, Dalton Beard, guys that ended up going, playing college ball. DeForest at U.S. Merchant Marine Academy, which is a D3, but Dalton Beard out at Portland State, a D1 school.
And the punt is going to bounce at the 50 into Mission Prep territory at the 48-yard line. And Mission Prep takes over for the first time, 10:42 in the first quarter. Royals with the ball for the first time. Steven, what do you think we're going to see here? A run or a pass to get things going for the Royals?
Well, the run game really led the way last week for Mission Prep. The offense could do no wrong last week, but it's been a bit of a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde situation as they're shut out week 1 against Santa Fe Christian. So the question is going to be, can Mission Prep move the ball easily against the Santa Ynez defense? Talked about it, how is the highlights of both teams a second ago. Well, this is a little bit of the detractors of both teams.
Thomas Glenn working from the shotgun, full back in the backfield. Miles Thomas is his running back. And Miles Thompson running it up the middle. And Miles Thompson with a short gain across the 50 to the 49, bringing up a 2nd and 7 for Mission Prep.
If you're not familiar with Royals football, this is classic Royals football. Running the ball between the tackles, trying to establish that game within the trenches first, and then adapting how it goes after that.
Tyler, the far receiver. Orlando, the near receiver. Glenn looking to throw this one. That pass complete to Mason Taylor on the far side, moving the sticks on 2nd down. A big pickup from the 49-yard line into the red zone. The ball spotted at the 12. If you can do the math, that's going to be 37 yards.
Mason Taylor just using his speed to the outside. It's so hard to catch up once you lose that first step, and he just had a perfect angle to get open downfield. Thomas Glenn delivered a perfect ball as well, but beautiful route.
A high snap, handed off to Miles Thompson, who got the start for the 2nd week in the row, pushing forward and taken down just past the line of scrimmage. 2nd down for the Royals. 9:37 on the clock here in the first quarter. The Royals smelling pay dirt.
Something a little different from this Royal squad, from previous Royal squads, is the use of tempo. They really want to keep the ball moving as much as possible. Last year they had a longer clock. They're trying to eat up as much time as possible. Not this year.
The snap, the handoff to Thompson. Thompson out to the left side, being chased by 2 Pirates. Finally pulled down as Ben Flores was on his right hip, being dragged along the way.
I didn't see the tight end there, but it's a good kick-out block there on the left side to open up that lane. Santa Ynez did a good job between the tackles, really gumming up the works, keeping their cleats in the ground, but the kick-out block by the tight end opened up a huge lane for Thompson, followed that block and got a good 5 yards in tough sledding territory here inside the red zone.
3rd and 6 at the 8-yard line. A 3-yard pickup for Thompson. And a flinch at the line brings out the flags. A false start for the Royals, pushing them back. A 3rd and 11.
Oh, false start each way, and it's really questionable which one hurts the team more. For Santa Ynez, it came at the very start of the drive and, backed them up 5 yards, but they were never really in scoring territory. Questionable how much that took points off the board. This is deep in the red zone. This could really hurt the Royals. 3rd and very long near the goal line.
3rd and 11 from the 13. The handoff to Thompson on the delay, and he's wrapped up at the line, and the pile pushes forward. And the maul cleared up. And Thompson gains 3 yards to the 10. 7:56 on the clock. 4th down for the Royals, and the first team stays on the field, Steven.
Yeah, I think this was always going to be 4-down territory for Coach Schuster. I'm not sure what the kicking situation looks like, but the number of PATs we saw blocked last week, clearly not a high confidence point for the Royals.
Champ Morrissey, the fullback. They're going to throw this one complete. And that's enough for a 1st down. And the pass complete to Vinny Orlando out to the left side. And the Royals drive stay alive at 7:31.
I'm not sure if it is or not. There we go.
Dang.
Wait, they're going to say that short. That looks to be at the 2-yard line. 1st down was at about the 2.5.
I'm going to call for sticks. I want sticks. I want sticks. Okay, well, I'll stop.
Yeah, they made it pretty definitive. That is close to a 1st down. It is a well-run route. Got to where it was. Fooled us all the way back here, but not enough for the 1st down. They moved that back to the 3. It looked like it was originally marked at the 2, but Santa Ynez up against their own goal line to start this drive.
So Santa Ynez stopping with a defensive stance at the goal line, and the handoff up the middle. The wheels are churning and rushing out to the 10, picking up 6 yards. Is going to be Griffin Burner with the carry. 7:14, 2nd down for the Pirates, a 2nd and 5.
Well, very interesting. Jude Pritchard not even in the formation on that one. Now he's back in at quarterback.
And Pritchard in at quarterback again, and the handoff up the middle to Austin Bocher.
Well, this is being a game that's decided in the trenches right now. Both sides are doing a great job at the defensive tackle position. There's really not been a lot off the hips of the guards and tackles in this game. It's been a lot to the outside, not a lot of running room in close. So could be a game that's decided along the sides of the seams.
And looking at his receivers down, rolling out of the pocket. Chases past the defenders, and Pritchard out on his feet. Out of bounds, and that's enough for a 1st down and a way to avoid the pressure from Xavier Wiseman.
There is a flag on the play. This might be holding that's coming back. Jude Pritchard, really a fantastic athlete. He's had a harder year early on as he's gained to re-know his wide receiver core. Had a large graduating class last year, and indeed this is going to be a hold coming back against Santa Ynez, half the distance to the goal line. But his sophomore year, he was 153 of 251, 2,311 yards. That is quite a career year for a sophomore. Anytime you can have an underclassman quarterback like that, you're going to cherish it. They do cherish Pritchard quite a bit here at Santa Ynez.
3rd and 6 for Pritchard. 6:17 in the 1st quarter. Takes the shotgun snap, rolling across in the end zone. That throw is caught at the 17-yard line. And I didn't catch who caught that.
Diego Padillo, not his 10th reception of the year. He's got over 10 yards per reception, 101 yards coming into this game. Has 2 touchdowns. He's also a threat on the other side of the ball. We talk about how Coach McClurg likes to use his talent on both sides. 2 defensive interceptions. He's got a set of hands. He's on the field. He's looking for that ball.
1st and 10 for the Pirates. And we have whistles on the field. Adjustment of the uniform. Luke Gayanis having to adjust his back pad, covering it up. Shotgun snap. The back end motion, the handoff to the back. And Brocher running with it out to the right side and gets tied up just beyond the hash marks and pulled to the turf by a swarm of Royals.
Boucher's really the guy that they're going to be looking for to run the ball. He's a guy that can average over 5 yards per carry. When you're an offensive coordinator, that's what you're looking for per carry. You want to have 1st down, 2nd down, 1st down, 2nd down constantly. He provides that as a running back. Lanes haven't been there quite today, but you can see the talent on the field.
Throw out to the flat on the, big hit delivered on the catch. And a big hit by Deuce Kellogg. And that's going to bring up a third down for the Pirates.
And nothing in the rule book that says you can't be physical as a defensive back. They just tend to not be. Deuce Kellogg bucking that rule, showing how much speed and power he can bring to that outside corner position. He knew he was the last line of defense, and he came through in a big way.
Shout out to Marcy Dolan tuning in as always, the road producer for us. And taken down. Does he get back to the line of scrimmage? He does. Jude Pritchard taken down just beyond the line of scrimmage, avoiding the sack. A fourth down for the Pirates, 4:14 in the first quarter.
Looks like it's Jerome Miles coming back to make that tackle. Anytime you can force someone back into the pocket and make the play happen, I mean, it's a big deal. Sorry, that's Sean Rivas. As a 60, is actually a 50, but making that tackle back at the line of scrimmage when Pritchard's looking for any lane, it's a huge deal.
And a punt by Santa Ynez for the second time. And this one bounces inside the 40. Going to be down at the 35-yard line. And Mission Prep will start 1st and 10 from their own 35 with 3:47 remaining. This is the deepest they've started so far in this game. Their first drive starting at their own 48.
Well, if your deepest drive starting is your own 35-yard line, things are going pretty good. Your own 35, you'll take that. That's an extra first down taken off the board. But you're right, the Mission Prep Royals couldn't quite get to the end zone on the last one. Any amount of yardage is going to help the Pirates in this situation. So Mission Prep really just looking to orchestrate a strong drive, keep those chains moving, and smoothly get to the end zone. No more penalties like they had on the last drive.
Let's do our fans a favor and bring in that score bug. And the handoff to Thompson. We got to see him right up the hash mark and gains enough for a first down on first down.
That is a beautiful block there by Armin Clayton. Just opened up a huge lane. They got to the secondary. Anytime a running back is able to get through the line that cleanly, that's all offensive line yardage right there. That first down brought to you by those big guys up front.
And tonight's broadcast driven by Hyundai San Luis Obispo, owned and operated by Mission Prep alumni. 1st and 10 for the Royals. Glenn pitches out to Thompson, and Thompson pulled down at the line of scrimmage. Ben Flores in on the chase, in on the tackle for the Pirates.
A little speed option there. It's a tough play to get right for the quarterback because you're reading while you're running at the same time. The geometry is changing the entire way, and Santa Ynez did a great job covering it. So it is a smart pass or pitch there by Glenn, but really nothing going. Just a good job by Santa Ynez staying to their responsibilities.
2nd and 10 for the Royals. Thomas Glenn taking the shotgun snap. Handoff to Thompson yet again. And Thompson gains a couple before he's pulled down. And Miles Thompson gets the Royals to third down, a 3rd and 8. Not really where you want to be, a 3rd and 8. You'd prefer a little bit shorter distance on 3rd down, Steven.
Well, I mean, you never want to have a 3rd down. As we talked about, any offensive coordinator will tell you, they want to get things done on normal downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down. So you always hear, oh, you want to get to 3rd and manageable, you want to get to 3rd. You don't want to get to 3rd down. But if you do, you prefer it to be a little closer.
Receiver to each side. Looking, checking down. This one's a bomb out to the left side. And incomplete as Vinny Orlando tripped up on the chase. And luckily the defender, Max Andrade, couldn't get there in time on the overthrow. And that brings up a 4th down and 8 for Mission Prep. And the punt unit coming out for the first time.
Well, they got some good distance, though. They're winning the field position battle, which is, part of having a run-heavy offense. Sometimes you just play while we know we're going to punt, but as long as we make them play further back, we're going to end up winning. This is a scoreless game and a defensive duel so far, so Mission Prep still relatively successful on the drive.
And the punt at 1:46 here in the first quarter. And that one drops in at the 28-yard line and bounces all the way back inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. A huge spin in favor of Mission Prep. here in the bottom of the first.
What a bounce, just tumbling straight through. Mission Prep does a good job not touching it until it's settled. And, you know, once again, Santa Ynez bailing themselves, you know, having to bail themselves out of a bad spot, starting from inside their own 10 for the second drive in a row. This is a big ask for any offense.
And Mitch, appreciate the compliments on our production tonight. We've been working hard to execute the yet perfect production. Let's keep going. 1st and 10 for Santa Ynez at their own 8. Pritchard fires this one out quickly, caught by Mason Skidmore. And Skidmore brings it out to the 19-yard line for the first down. And that moves the sticks for Santa Ynez. 1:27 on the clock here in the first frame.
Now, it was good blocking by the wide receivers on the right side as well. A little tunnel screen set up. Wide receivers block, and then you have the one set up to catch the ball. And it's never the exciting job to be told, hey, you're the guys going out, getting the defenders out of the way. But Santa Ynez shows that willingness, shows that eagerness for the wide receivers to go out and play physically.
2 receivers each side for Pritchard. Sends a man in motion, Skidmore. And Skidmore takes the handoff on the sweep and gets pulled down in the backfield for a loss. And the Royals defense turns that play upside down.
It's so hard to effectively run those end arounds. I mean, you're really gambling on the defense losing contain. It does a good job setting up future plays because, well, if they're running the end around, we got to get a little wider, take up a little bit more space. But as a play itself, it's very hard to get yardage out of that. It almost always ends near the line of scrimmage.
30 seconds to go in the first quarter. Pritchard working from the shotgun, single back in the backfield, man in motion. And that's going to be Gayanis. On second down, looking to throw. Bloom in the backfield, and Bloom with the sack. And that is a great takedown by Lincoln Bloom.
I mean, they always say if you can't make the sack, get your hands up. Bloom did that, then got the sack anyway. You're not supposed to be able to do that very easily as we wrap up the first period of play here, but gets the hands up, hands back down, and right around the hips of Pritchard for the sack. Beautiful play by Lincoln Bloom.
And the end of the first quarter. Tonight's broadcast driven by Hyundai San Luis Obispo.
At Hyundai San Luis Obispo, we understand that every milestone in life brings new dreams and opportunities.
From the excitement of your first car
To the joy of watching your family grow, with the space and safety to keep your loved ones close and secure, to finding the balance in your busy life with a smoother, greener commute. And with America's best warranty and exceptional service, we ensure your Hyundai is always ready for the road ahead. At Hyundai San Luis Obispo, we're honored to be a part of your journey.
come find the Hyundai that fits your life story.
Tonight's second quarter is presented by Farmers Insurance. Jennifer White, helping residents select the best home and auto coverage to protect their property and belongings. Give her a call, 805-548-8530, to get the best coverage from a trusted team. And as the team switch ends of the field, the Pirates take the ball 3rd and 11 from their own 18-yard line, Stephen, here in the second quarter. And we have bubbles in the air. And the snap, that one's on the ground, not in favor of the Pirates. The throw is off and caught in a whisper of a win. Diego Polito with the catch out to the 26-yard line.
I mean, that's just great chemistry between a quarterback and a wide receiver. Polito able to come back and catch the ball that was really just a hope ball there by Pritchard, but Pritchard knew where Polito was going to be, just got it to his neighborhood, knew he had to get the ball away to avoid the safety there. Got the completion, but not enough for a first down. You might say, all right, what's the big deal then? Well, it gives the punter more room to avoid having to punt out of his own end zone.
And the punt is off, and it hits a Pirate. The officials call, and it looked like it hit Deuce Kellogg's heel.
I was going to say, unless the Pirate is Deuce Kellogg's new name, I'm not sure that this is going to go Mission's way. That may have hit his calf there the entirety of Santa Ynez believes that this is going their direction. I'm inclined to believe them, but the referees are going to have a conference to make sure they get this right.
And the defense stays on the field. The offense for the Royals going back off.
And no, they're signaling for Santa Ynez. First down, Santa Ynez.
Yeah, that's what
I'm surprised. It looked like they may have been cycling through, but no, never mind. This will be Royal ball. I'm confused because they signaled for Santa Ynez. I think they were going to say that Deuce Kellogg was forced into the contact, saw a signal against Santa Ynez, and then pointed towards Mission Prep as if it is their first down, but Mission Prep will have the ball.
Okay, 1st and 10 for the Royals. Cleared up here in the second quarter. 11:43 on the clock. And a jump on the line, a fraction in the neutral zone by the defense. And immediately checking out after that infraction is Kaj Kirchheimer.
Yeah, a little bit of a jump, and that's going to be a substitution. I like the system that Santa Ynez seems to have in place. If you cause a penalty, you cycle out immediately.
And 1st and 5 for the Royals at midfield now. A shotgun snap, 2 receivers on each side. Looking to throw, Thomas Glenn. This one's fired out to the tight end, not in time to get Maverick Bright in stride. Clock stopped at 11:37 here in the second frame.
Good coverage there by the Pirates. Just plenty of time for Mission to throw that ball away. Only real pressure came from Joey Duarte, but far too late to put any sort of English on Thomas Glenn's throw. He had a beautiful pocket, his feet were set, just no one to throw to.
Tonight's second quarter presented by Farmers Insurance agent Jennifer White. And the snap, pass complete out to Vinny Orlando. And Orlando gets enough for a first down to the 41-yard line of the Pirates. 1st and 10 for the Royals. 11:28 here in the second quarter. The Royals into Pirates territory for the second time.
Orlando out there in space, so, away from the bench, had all the room in the world, one-on-one with Mikey Villegas. Villegas ended up making the play, but too late. Just chains moving by Vinny Orlando, winning the one-on-one battle. That's something that the Royals are going to look for again as this game goes on, because they're able to make that happen on a key play like that. Might be available later down the road.
The drive has started at their own 45, now at the Pirates 41. The handoff to Kardashian, and Kardashian's gobbled up in the backfield. And Ben Flores there to meet him for the stop, along with Hayden Blunt.
Last year, Ronnie Kardashian had a great game against Santa Ynez. Again, 5 yards over 100, or 5 carries for over 120 yards on the ground. Earned him the nickname the Iceman, just putting that game to sleep as he's able to get a couple touchdowns in that one. So look for him to continue to try and get work in this game. He's such a fast, athletic guy. There's going to be somewhere for him to make big plays happen. It's just a matter of finding that space.
2nd and 11 for the Royals. And that run taken down in the backfield. And Ronnie Kardashian struggling to move the ball forward beyond the line of scrimmage, Stephen.
Something must have happened on the left side of the line, because there's about 3 Pirates bleeding through on the backside, making that play happen. Either they came through the pulling guard and the splits were off at the start, or really just someone, wasn't catching a block correctly, because that was a lot of pressure before they had anywhere to go. It's going to set up a long 3rd down.
3rd and 13 on Friday the 13th. 9:30 on the clock, second quarter. Thomas Glenn keeps it himself with a couple blockers, trying to find the room, trying to get across the 35 to the 30, out across the 30, and enough for the first down. They're saying he stepped out a yard short of the first down, and that's going to bring up 4th and 1 for Mission Prep with 9:17 remaining in the first half.
Coach Schuster's an aggressive coach when it comes to how he likes to see his offenses run. He sees fourth down territory anywhere from the 40 inside in my experience. So good job moving, getting closer to that first down. But I think it was always in the back of the mind of the Mission Prep coaches that we're just going to get as close as we can and try and get it on the next one.
A 4th and 1 for Mission Prep. They need to get to the 31. They're at the 32. The big bodies are in. Handoff right up the middle. The yardage is there. And Miles Thompson, I believe, was the carrier.
Yeah, you know, some orbit action going on there, giving the threat of the pitch, trying to open up just a little bit more room, but ultimately it's the one-on-one battles right up the middle that make that dive play work. It's just enough for the first down. This Royals drive continues to rumble down the strip.
The Royals on their 3rd drive of the night. Their first one was stopped at the goal line by the Pirates. And the run out to the right side by Miles Thompson gets him across the 25, close to the 20, out to the 23. 2nd and short for Mission Prep, 8:30 on the clock, 2nd quarter.
And that's a good job, not just running the stretch play and blocking it, but also Miles Thompson getting into that first gear quickness, just getting the ball in his hands and moving as fast as possible, because the backside pursuit was there again, and all of the blocks were already abandoning going to the right. So he had to catch up to those blocks. He did and got a good chunk of yards.
2nd and 3. Hand off to Kardashian, and Kardashian pushes forward, gains a couple yards, but can't get the first down for the Royals. It's going to be a 3rd and inches for Mission Prep here midway through the 2nd quarter.
Be interested to see if they go back to that double flanker set, kind of the triple option set as some people call it. It worked well on their 4th and 1 earlier. I like that set just in general. I think it's not utilized enough in modern football, but it looks like they're going just with the old pistol formation.
Kardashian in the backfield. Hand off to Kardashian yet again, and plowed at the line of scrimmage. And Kardashian's upended by Vincent Perez. And tonight's broadcast is presented by Hyundai Santa Luis Obispo. When you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, you can count on Hyundai Santa Luis Obispo. Stop by their showroom, 1407 Auto Parkway, and tell them the Royals sent you.
Mission Prep gets the first down, but you can see why a lot of D-line coaches tell their guys, hey, if it's a stalemate, you won. Not a lot of room up front because the D-line just entrenched themselves and gave the O-line nowhere to push. Just a good stand by Santa Ynez, but not strong enough.
Glenn throws this one fast and can't get Orlando in time. And Orlando was going to do the courtesy thing and go chase down the football, but Owen Main's going to do that instead. And Vinny Orlando returns to the huddle.
Owen Main, one of the finest photographers on the Central Coast. If you can need any sort of photos done, athletic or not, he's the guy to go to. Maybe 2nd down in the red zone. Last time the Royals were this deep, they struggled and spun out, ended up being a 4 and out. We're going to see if they can get some points on the board here.
6:55 on the clock. The fake the handoff, closing in, and Glenn gets the ball away before the pressure gets to him. And the pressure coming from Deegan Johnson and Sebastian Perez.
And just good pressure by Santa Ynez, forced Glenn to stay on his feet. We saw last week how good Glenn can be when throwing the ball. He's a dangerous passer. Problem is, you know, his clock is a little bit off in this game. That's because Santa Ynez has good coverage, or if they don't have that coverage, the blitz is getting to him. You know, whatever Santa Ynez is dialing up on defense on these passing downs, it's been effective.
And the Royals facing a 3rd and 10, 6:49. We're in the 2nd quarter live from Santa Ynez High School. The snap to Thomas Glenn. The pocket's closing in. The pass complete to Mason Taylor, who turns the corner and looks for the pylon Does he get to the first down marker? That's going to be close. Do they give it to him?
Yeah,
They're moving the sticks. It's going to be first and goal from inside the 10. First and goal from the 9.
good job getting those chains to move. Fresh set of downs, but they got to look. We got 4 chances to get this in. They can't wait till their last opportunity. They got to start looking into the end zone on these plays here.
Their first possession sputtered out on a goal line stance when the defense of the Pirates stepped it up. Thomas Glenn checks his receivers, throws to Kardashian into the backfield, and moves out to the 5 and pulled down actually at the 7. A 2-yard pickup for Kardashian. A second and goal from the 7 for Mission Prep, 6:25, second quarter.
I like the swing pass to Kardashian there. He has the ability to change directions at speed, but we talked about this Santa Ynez defense, how disciplined it is, how well coached it is. And there you see it. There's just no room on the outside. The perimeter shut down. Kardashian's able to get a few yards, but a good first play within the 10-yard line for the Pirates there.
Glenn hands it off to Kardashian. Kardashian gets a couple of blocks at the 5, pushes forward, and pulled down at the 2-yard line. And third and goal from the 2. The last time the Royals were at the 2-yard line, this drive came to a halt, and they turned the ball over, Steven. What are they going to, they got 2 downs now, Steven. What are they going to do here?
I mean, the run-heavy attack has been working, so Santa Ynez has got to feel a little nervous in that regard. They're pulling in some bigger D linemen, looking to really gum things up, so it could be as easy as that speed option we saw earlier, or it could just be a dive play. I mean, Mission Prep has been doing well with those.
Thomas Glenn in the shotgun. Hands it off to Kardashian. Actually keeps it himself. And Thomas Glenn takes it in for the touchdown. And that touchdown presented by Farmers Insurance agent Jennifer White. Give her a call, 805-548-8530 to get the best coverage from a trusted team.
And a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. Glenn holds that ball in the mesh with Kardashian and waits until that hole opens up, and then fires straight in off the right guard's hip. Well-read play. Good job by Glenn rushing in for another touchdown. He's been fantastic for the Royals this week and last week.
And Bloom in for the extra point. And this one's through the uprights. And the Royals on the board with 5:11 in the second quarter, leading 7-0. We'll be right back.
At Hyundai San Luis Obispo, we understand that every milestone in life brings new dreams and opportunities.
From the excitement of your first car
To the joy of watching your family grow, with the space and safety to keep your loved ones close and secure, to finding the balance in your busy life with a smoother, greener commute. And with America's best warranty and exceptional service, we ensure your Hyundai is always ready for the road ahead. At Hyundai San Luis Obispo, we're honored to be a part of your journey.
Come find the Hyundai that fits your life story.
The Royals cap off a 55-yard drive with a 2-yard touchdown run up the middle by quarterback Thomas Glenn. 5:11 second quarter, Royals getting ready to kick it off, leading 7-0 here in non-conference action.
You know, this Santa Ynez offense has been dealt a hard hand so far in this game. They're likely to get a little bit better field position here coming off this return. We're going to see if they're able to respond to that, or if this is going to continue to be a Royals game. And it's a sky kick. It's going to be short, going to be fair caught right around the 33-yard line. Get back on that play. Be number 26. That's Jack Swain, as the Pirates are going to look to take back the field. As we said, Jude Pritchett, a fantastic quarterback on his sophomore campaign, coming back out here on his junior campaign. First one as a upperclassman. You know, he's been having a little bit of growing pains here without Dalton Beard and some of the other great players that were here last season, but ultimately he's a dangerous guy. He can get out of the pocket, make plays happen with his feet, and he's accurate with that ball when he wants to throw it.
First and 10 from the 35 of their own. Pirates with the ball. Pritchard fires quickly out to the near side. That pass complete to number 14, Grayson Foe. And Foe brings up a 2nd and 6 for Santa Ynez. 4:50 on the clock here in the second quarter. Working from the shotgun, 2 receivers each side, 2 tight ends. They hand off to the back. Foe pulled down in the backfield. And the huge stop by the Royals defense. And the stop coming from number 40. Unfortunately, I don't have number 40 on my roster.
Me neither, but what a gang tackle in the backfield. You talk about, making the plays, tackle for loss, all of that, but when it's multiple people having chances on that something went wrong on that play. Foy had nothing to do, nothing to go.
And a 3rd down snap. Aired out to the left side. Too deep for the intended receiver, Luke Jaganis.
Well, going to be a 4th down punting situation here for the Pirates as they ultimately went backwards despite a good first step and having pretty good field position to start out. Mission's going to have to be a little careful with the clock here. 4 minutes left. That's a little bit prickly for a run-first team, but, not enough that you really got to change the playbook too much.
And the Pirates facing their second 3-and-out punt situation. And the punt down at the 37-yard line. And with 3:50 remaining in the first half, the Mission Prep Royals take the ball yet again. Their previous drive ended with a 2-yard touchdown score by Thomas Glenn after a 55-yard push upfield. And stay tuned for our halftime report presented by California Fresh Market, your headquarters for all your football party needs. Pick up game day appetizer from the famous Hot Wing Bar. California Fresh Market, a proud sponsor of Mission Prep football. 1st and 10 for the Royals at the 37. And they're going to throw this one, aired out deep, right side. The cock on the dive, Mason Taylor. And we've moved the ball across midfield into Pirates territory. And we're smelling that gold up in those hills there, Steven.
Beautiful hills here in the Santa Ynez Valley, one of the best wine AVAs in the nation as well. Mason Taylor finding a fine vintage yardage there, getting deep back behind Max Andrade. Andrade is not, a bad defensive back whatsoever. This is just a good one-on-one matchup for both teams. Andrade has 2 interceptions on the year. He's looking to pick one off.
Glenn rolling out, looking to throw this one yet again. This one's to Vinny Orlando. And Orlando's pushed out of the end zone by the defender. That ball is not playable, no flag. Mikey Vagias was on the coverage for the Pirates. And we got a 2nd down and 10 from the 24-yard line. 3:13 on the clock. Clock stopped with the incomplete pass.
Not sure if it's an intended post corner route or if that's just what it bent into, because there's room in the back left corner of the end zone that Glenn was throwing to. But either way, on that second break, Orlando just slipped in the end zone. Good play, well-run route until that little slip really was dangerous there.
And this pass to the post, to the corner, to the pylon, to Orlando, and there's a flag at the pylon.
We'll see. As a physical route is a design fade route there for Orlando. So he's taking a step to the outside, then running towards the edge of the field, trying to cut it as skinny as possible. And we pass interference against the Pirates, so automatic 1st down for the Royals, half the distance to the goal. A little bit too much contact as they got close to the pylon. As I believe the corner on that far side, Mikey Villegas, just trying to take up as much room as possible and not allow Orlando into the end zone.
And the Pirates defense faced the penalty, waiting for it to be counted off. 3:07 remaining in the first half. Stay tuned for our halftime report presented by California Fresh Market.
Well, Mission Prep's going to have a fresh set of downs here. So with about 3:07 left, they're going to be able to take their time, figure things out, really chew on that. They don't want to score with too much speed here because it's going to make things easier for the Pirates. Pirates are going to get the ball back here one way or the other. I mean, it's very hard to take up a full 3 minutes with only 2 sets of downs.
And the Pirates lined up on defense, waiting for the offense to break the huddle. Receiver to each side, Mason Taylor on the near side, Vinny Orlando the far side. We also got Miles Thompson lined up, and a timeout by the Pirates. We'll join them in the timeout. Mission Prep leading 7-0 on PSN TV.
45% of people put off buying life insurance, according to industry research. Insuring yourself and your family can help you be more prepared in the event of illness or a tragic accident. Call me, your local Farmers Insurance agent, Jennifer White, and discover coverage options you can tailor to your priorities and budget. To learn more about your coverage options, call Jennifer White at 805-548-8530.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
Welcome back to Mission Prep Football on PSN TV. The Royals leading the Pirates in non-conference action 7-0. 3:07 left in the first half. Coming out of a Santa Ynez timeout. The Royals with the ball. 1st and 10 from their own, from the Pirates' 12-yard line, following a Pirates pass interference, resulting in a half of the distance to the goal. This drive started at the Royals' 37-yard line. Thomas Glenn on the pitch option, pitches it, and going towards the end zone on the dive. That is Carter Moreau with the carry. And Moreau comes up short of the dive for the touchdown, it looks like. And it's going to be 1st and goal from the 1. Oh.
There's a flag on that play. I think they're going to call holding against the Royals.
Okay.
And back them on up is down the line. So when you have those type an option play and you're taking a little bit longer to develop, sometimes those holding plays calls come a little later on, so I don't think it will be the full 10 yards against the Royals here, but officially that's what will be in the book as. Well-run option play by Glenn. Stared the defender down. It's very hard when you're a quarterback to know that you're going to pitch it, but still play poker with that defender. Really make him believe that you're going to keep it and then pitch it at the last second. The better you can play poker with that defender, the longer you can drag that out, the more room your end runner, in this case Carter Moreau, has to run.
1st and 10, 1st and 15. 16, excuse me. That pass broken up. Intended target was Ronnie Kardashian. And Steven, I got an update in our chat. Want to give the shout out to Seth Orozco. He's wearing number 40 tonight. Called up from the junior varsity squad, playing alongside his brother Ethan.
Oh, well, congratulations to Seth on your call up. The Orozco family means a lot to Mission Prep, so big name to live up to. Hopefully he can start making big plays like he did earlier in this game. There, a good play broken up by Toby Stevens for the Pirates. Looked like Ronnie Kardashian had it and was going to start rumbling towards the end zone, but just Toby Stevens had his hands inside, was able to break up that pass.
2nd down and 16. And Glenn on his feet. He's pulled down just beyond the line of scrimmage. And that brings up a 3rd down and long for Mission Prep. And Mission Prep has, I guess we could say they've struggled a bit in the red zone here today. They're 1 for 2 in the red zone.
Yeah, 50% is not an ideal red zone completion. You want to try and get 70% or more of your plays to end in points if you're pushing to the red zone. Right now, Coach Schuster milking the clock for all it's worth. Then he's going to call timeout here. So Mission Prep really happy to sit on the minutes and watch them wind down a bit before trying to punch this one in.
And the time slowly expiring. In under 2 minutes now to go here at Santa Ynez High School at Pirates Stadium. And the timeout officially taken at 1:53 by David Schuster and the Mission Prep Royals. And we'll be right back with more Royals football on PSN TV.
California Fresh Market is more than just your local grocery store. A full-service deli featuring premium boar's head meats and cheeses, handmade take-and-bake pizza, fresh salad and olive bar, gourmet cheese department perfect for any occasion, sushi rolled daily, organic and locally sourced produce, wild-caught seafood, choice Prime and Snake River Farms American Wagyu beef, artisan sourdough bread, and full-service health and wellness. California Fresh Markets, the best on the Central Coast.
Old San Luis Barbecue, a proud supporter of Mission Prep football. With 2 locations in SLO, Old San Luis Barbecue Company is the local spot to enjoy the best barbecue on the Central Coast. Check out their locations on Higuera and Broad, or order delivery with a third-party partner at Old San Luis Barbecue Company, proud supporters of Royals football.
And we're back under action. 1:53, 3rd down and 15 for Mission Prep. Receivers everywhere for the Royals. This one's passed out to Nozil, and Nozil tries to one-hand it, and it slips through his fingertips on that hot ball like it was a hot potato. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. 1:48 on the clock. 4th down for Mission Prep.
Got to be careful not to say that name again in this broadcast. Nozil with good reflexes, good hands, but not great there. Just broke a little bit late in his route, looked for the ball, and by the time he was looking, it was almost there. He's able to get his hand to it, able to almost catch that, but just a little bit more effort there. That would have been a touchdown.
4th and 15 for the Royals. A low snap collected by Thomas. This one's fired to the pylon. Contact made, and here comes the flag. And I need to turn the mics up just a little bit. There we go. That's a little bit better. And the flag out on the far pylon. That's going to be pass interference on the defense. An automatic 1st down for the Royals, half the distance to the goal.
Well, it's always tough for the defense on a 4th and goal like this, because you absolutely cannot give anything up. But if you play a little too hard, that's all it was, just a little bit of contact by Santonio Alvaro. There on the far side, and you cross the line, all of a sudden it's a new set of downs. So instead of getting off the field, Mission Prep's going to be down around the 12-yard line with a chance to score. Excuse me, around the 9-yard line.
Placed at the 9-yard line exactly, and the bubble machine is flowing.
That should be an automatic 1st. I'm not sure why the 4th down is.
It should be an automatic 1st and goal. And a timeout by Mission Prep. We'll take the timeout with them. Mission Prep football continues here in the late stages of the 1st half.
Hi, this is John Thea with Thea Automotive.
Someday,
and that's my son Tom singing. You can feel a glow when it comes to the way your car looks when you bring it to Thea Auto Body.
I will feel a glow just thinking of you.
From minor dings to major collision repair, we can give your car a like-new showroom look. We can straighten and repair any frame type using ultrasound technology. Our refinish department features paints that exceed factory specifications, and they are applied in our state-of-the-art, environmentally friendly spray booth. Plus, we work hand-in-hand with your insurance company so your claim goes smoothly.
Just the way
Love the way your car looks. Bring it to Via Auto Body and Collision Repair and let our family take care of your family. Nicely done, son.
Coming out of the Mission Prep timeout. Still 4th down. I don't know why it's still 4th down. I thought that
I suppose in high school, if it stays within the sticks, they're not going to give the automatic 1st. But
okay.
Either way, field goal unit out.
And Lincoln Bloom out for the field goal attempt. And that one through the upright. And you do the math on that one, Steven. From the 9, 19 plus 7.
26.
26-yarder. With 1:39 to go, a field goal through the uprights. And the Royals take a 10-0 lead over the Pirates with 1:39 to go, Steven.
Well, Lincoln Bloom, when the ball has gotten out cleanly, he's been pretty good, even on longer PAT attempts. They had a long PAT last week, but a lot of PATs blocked against Kern Valley. So you get the ball off cleanly, he's got a good chance, but it is a low ball, so a lot is being asked of the O-line up front on those field goal opportunities. Santa Ynez is going to take over. Jude Pritchard, a fantastic quarterback, so 2-minute drill could be old hat for him. Mission Prep needs to come out ready to play on this drive. The corners in particular, a lot's going to be asked of them, but Deuce Kellogg has brought a lot to the table. We saw that big hit earlier in this game. He's been playing fantastically.
And Bloom, after a 26-yard field goal, put in the Royals up 10-0, out for the field goal, or for the kickoff, excuse me. And the kickoff collected by the Pirates, and Austin Willis with the return. And a big carry, a big return for the Pirates with 1:35 remaining. He steps out of bounds at the 39-yard line. They got 61 yards to cover the field to try to get this to close the gap. Because the Royals get the ball back to start the second half. And Pritchard with a throw out to the near side. That's complete. Breaks one defender and pulled down by Carter Moreau is Luke Gayanis. Out of bounds, clock stops, 1:28. First down into Royals territory. Pirates with a little bit of momentum at the Royals 46-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 46. And Steven's gone silent. I'm not sure what happened here.
They're in a hurry up here.
And the pass completed by Pritchard, out again to Gayanis. And that looked like a face mask by Kellogg. And that's something you can't do in high school football, in college ball, or even professional ball.
Hey, you know, not many levels since they've introduced the face mask have you been able to do that at. So this is going to be a extra tacked on amount of yardage. And Mission Prep really going backwards here. They've been struggling to keep up with the Pirates on this drive. A lot of energy coming out of this huddle for Santa Ynez. They're really eager to get after this. They want to get, on the board before the first half ends, and honestly, could be critical to this game. So Santa Ynez doing everything in their power to keep this ball moving that direction, but going to be slowed down a bit by the referees as they got to mark this one off. Even though Santa Ynez is ready to play, they're happy to just take that first down.
Well, if you look at Santa Ynez's possessions, 3-and-out punt, a punt, a punt, a 3-and-out punt. And, now they're trying to do something with it. They're back in territory. This one's obviously shouldn't end in a punt. We're going to see a scoring attempt here as deep as they are now. Ball spotted at the 28-yard line. And it feels like the referee stoppage could have slowed that momentum that the Pirates were just building.
I mean, the Pirates do look slightly frustrated about this. They're talking it over on the sidelines with the coaching staff of Mission Prep, but there's a whole discussion. I think Schuster's making an argument about that first down earlier, the pass interference in the end zone, and I'm not sure he saw that face mask by Kellogg there, as it is deserved, but, could be a little gamesmanship, buying his defense a little bit more time to get their heads back in this game and slow down this Santa Ynez attack a little bit.
And the white hat coming back across the field. And he's going to talk to McClurg. And McClurg's going to have his earful with the official.
Yeah, there's something going on between these two teams. There's some element of this game that we're missing, because this is a lot of conversations between coaches for a relatively standard play.
And checking out for the Royals is Deuce Kellogg. Well, I thought Deuce Kellogg was checking out. That pass complete. That was almost, no, incomplete. Look, That was a Hail Mary over the line, it seemed like. Just throw it out there. Somebody's going to catch it.
Yeah, just an old-fashioned running back screenplay. You want all that D-line to get after the quarterback. Everyone gets all excited to go attack the quarterback. Then you just pop it over the top with the O-line in the secondary already. It's a big gamble. Didn't pay off there, but very close for Santa Ynez.
Trips to the right for Pritchard. Single receiver to his left. Pritchard throws out to his left. Complete. And quickly brought down is Ynez. Brought down at the 26-yard line. That brings up third down for the Pirates of Santa Ynez.
And just again, using those screenplays, finding the area on the perimeter. I think Santa Ynez, trying to keep this ball moving, but understanding they can't go through the line easily.
3rd and 8 for the Pirates. Pritchard throws this one to the pylon, complete, and pulled down at the 2. No, they're giving him the touchdown. A 26-yard strike for the Pirates to Luke Ynez.
And pass interference against the Royals going to be waved off, but so the touchdown will stand. Santa Ynez making a game of it with seconds left in this first half.
And Ynez with the catch, 26 yards, taking it to the end zone, closing the gap with 36 seconds remaining. The kicking unit out. And Diego Pulido in for the extra point to make it a 3-point game. The kick is up and good. Our score, 7-10. The Pirates right back in it just before halftime. And coming up at the break is our halftime report presented by California Fresh Market. And Steven, we got a lot to break down now.
Yeah, this has been an interesting half. Santa Ynez snatching back the momentum with about a minute and a half left. I mean, that's a big ask for any high school offense, but Santa Ynez making it look smooth in a game where they've really struggled. Mission Prep gonna get the ball back here in the second half. So, not a lot of pressure on this drive, but Mission Prep's really got to get the mental state right on the sideline. So I wouldn't expect them to just take a knee necessarily. A lot of options for Mission Prep to finish things out, but you're absolutely right. This game suddenly became a lot more interesting.
And 36 seconds remaining. The kicking unit coming out. And the kick is off by Pulido. And that one's going to be in the end zone and not returned.
Anytime the ball ends up in the end zone in high school, they will call that a touchback immediately. So Mission Prep going to start with the ball at the 20-yard line. Like I said, the big question here, are they going to be happy to just take a knee and handle things, handle business in the locker room themselves, or are they going to try something here? Are they going to try and get that running game fired back up, maybe have a chance for a late breaking run that could, change the dynamic of this drive, or, are they just going to, get into the 1-minute offense? There's a lot of options available. I wouldn't expect this to be a passing attack here for the Royals, but still options available for this Mission team.
1st and 10 for Mission Prep at the 20. And Glenn throws this one out to the left side.
They're going to try this minute offense. They're going to the boundaries.
And running the quick offense, Vinny Orlando with the catch.
Interesting choice. 30 seconds left. Santa Ynez late getting the tee off the field. That could have been bad. But Mission Prep going to try and make something out of this drive, at least claw back some momentum. That quick out play, already a step in the right direction.
2nd and a long 2 for Mission Prep. 31 seconds. The whistles come out. And Santa Ynez's defense is going to take a timeout to talk it over. And we're going to let them. We'll be right back. Mission Prep Football continues on PSN TV.
Located off Highway 101, just minutes from downtown San Luis Obispo, Pismo Beach, and Central Coast Wine Country. Book your next Central Coast stay at Madonna Inn. With 110 unique guest rooms, on-site restaurants, bars, bakery, shopping, hiking, biking, and day spa, Madonna Inn is your travel destination dream. Let's go Mission Prep. Let's stay at Madonna Inn.
Second and a long 2 for Mission Prep, and I got to bring the screen back for y'all. And this throw incomplete. Champ Morrissey, the intended target.
I always like anytime a fullback gets involved in the passing game, it's usually left out of coverages because what's the fullback there to do? He's there to block. He's there to take the occasional dive. He's not really expected to be a wide receiver, so oftentimes just completely left out of the pass coverage by defenses. Morrissey had a chance there, but good coverage by the Pirates, not leaving their man wide open.
Third down and a long 2 for the Royals. 26 seconds remaining in the half. The handoff to the back, getting some room. That is going to be Kardashian. And Kardashian with the wheels spinning out across the 50 to the 35 and knocked out of bounds at the 33-yard line.
Kardashian showing off why he's such a dangerous speed back there, just streaking down the field. Once he breaks free, he's so hard to catch. Huge gain for the Royals. They're going to say he stepped out a little earlier than I thought, backing it back up to the 33-yard line, but still wonderful field position here for Mission Prep as they're looking to add one more score and get this game a little further out of reach from the Pirates.
17 seconds, 1st and 10 for the Royals, 33-yard line of the Pirates. Stepping back to throw one. This one's intercepted at the 13-yard line, and the Pirates with it and picked off by Max Andrade. And with 6 seconds remaining, the Pirates get to go to the locker room, only down by 3.
Well, that was that battle we were talking about earlier in the game. Mason Taylor versus Max Andrade. Mason Taylor's gotten 2 big receptions on Andrade there. Andrade gets the interception, so he's really got the bigger piece. As Taylor has no touchdowns yet, so that Pirate Royal battle will be interesting to watch in the second half here. And it looks like the Pirates going to be happy to just maybe run one more play, potentially take a knee.
Receivers in the area for the Royals were Maverick Bright and Mason Taylor. But the interception takes place and we go to the locker room. Royals leading 10-7 over the Santa Ynez Pirates here at Santa Ynez High School. We'll be back with the halftime report presented by California Fresh Market.
At Hyundai San Luis Obispo, we understand that every milestone in life brings new dreams and opportunities.
From the excitement of your first car
To the joy of watching your family grow, with the space and safety to keep your loved ones close and secure, to finding the balance in your busy life with a smoother, greener commute. And with America's best warranty and exceptional service, we ensure your Hyundai is always ready for the road ahead. At Hyundai San Luis Obispo, we're honored to be a part of your journey.
Come find the Hyundai that fits your life story.
California Fresh Market is more than just your local grocery store. A full-service deli featuring premium boar's head meats and cheeses, handmade take-and-bake pizza, fresh salad and olive bar, gourmet cheese department perfect for any occasion, sushi rolled daily, organic and locally sourced produce, wild-caught seafood, choice Prime and Snake River Farms American Wagyu beef, artisan sourdough bread, and full-service health and wellness. California Fresh Markets, the best on the Central Coast.
Hi, this is John Thea with The Automotive.
Someday
And that's my son Tom singing.
Awfully low.
You can feel a glow when it comes to the way your car looks when you bring it to Via Auto Body.
I will feel a glow just thinking of you.
From minor dings to major collision repair, we can give your car a like-new showroom look. We can straighten and repair any frame type using ultrasound technology. Our refinish department features paints that exceed factory specifications, and they are applied in our state-of-the-art, environmentally friendly spray booth. Plus, we work hand in hand with your insurance company so your claim goes smoothly.
Just the way.
Love the way your car looks. Bring it to Via Auto Body and Collision Repair and let our family take care of your family. Nicely done, son.
Sunday Car Wash is a proud partner of Mission College Prep Football with 4 locations on the Central Coast. Find out why they were voted the best car wash in SLO. They offer an unlimited membership for as low as $19.99 a month. That includes perks like free beverages, towels, and air fresheners with every visit. Sign up in person or online and get 50% off your first month. That's Sunday Car Wash, a proud sponsor of the Royals.
Welcome to the halftime report presented by California Fresh Market. I'm Brian Stanley. Joining me, Stephen Hodges. Our score here at the break from Santa Ynez High School, which we have a long halftime show because it is homecoming here at Santa Ynez High School. The Royals trying to play spoiler tonight. Again, our score here is, I feel like I missed that just now, 10-7. Royals leading the Pirates. And the Royals' defense have been pretty solid all night long, Steven. Sending the Pirates to a 3-and-out punt to start the game. And then Pirates had a punt, and then a punt, and then a 3-and-out punt. And then the Pirates finally got to the end zone on a score by Pritchard to Giannis, a 26-yard touchdown pass at the end of the second quarter. But this defense for the Royals has been pretty clutch all game.
Yeah, it is. Royals defense really was controlling its own destiny. They controlled the line of scrimmage. They were being, good getting pressure and, strong in the secondary. Not a lot of room for Jude Pritchard to throw the ball, but ultimately that 2-minute drill proved to be disastrous as Santa Ynez was able to move the ball effortlessly, including an additional set of yardage provided by penalty. Santa Ynez might be looking to get back into that. They might feel that tempo, that perimeter attack is really what they need to get back in this, but Mission Prep, they have a full halftime to recollect themselves and take their time on this. I mean, you talk about momentum swings, there's a few of them there in that half.
And the Pirates defense has been pretty clutch as well, if you think about it, because the Royals marched down to the Pirates' 2-yard line before they were denied entry into the end zone. And it took the Royals 2 more possessions to find pay dirt on a 55-yard touchdown drive that ended with a 2-yard run by Thomas Glenn. And then the Royals took the lead on the following possession they had with a 26-yard field goal from Lincoln Bloom as homecoming persists. Beautiful cars here tonight. We have a Porsche. We had a Willie, I believe, that drove by, or an International. This one's a little hot rod coupe.
Yeah, I gotta say, I've always seen good cars when I come out here. I head out wine tasting with my wife here and there, head down to Los Olivos, do a lot of different activities here in the Santa Ynez Valley. Really one of the hidden gems of the Central Coast. You talk about Pismo and all the different tourist areas. I feel like Santa Ynez and the valley surrounding it really is the locals' hideaway, especially when Pauley comes into session, as they will be here next week. If you're looking for somewhere to hide away, quiet place, despite being home to many stars, and the former Western White House, as it is called, Rancho de Celio, Ronald Reagan's hideaway down in the valleys in this area.
And then we have this beautiful white Corvette followed by a pink Thunderbird.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the pink Thunderbird. That's the color Thunderbird should be, as we see on the screen right now. I look at that thing.
And I'm glad I know my cars so we can at least tell what these cars are as they go by. And this one, I'm not sure what this one is. Looks like it might be an MG.
Yes, Mercedes is some variety.
Oh, Mercedes. So is that a Mercedes? No, that is a Ford Mustang.
Oh, never mind. That is a classic Mustang. Look at that.
Yeah,
I thought I saw the spokes of a wheel coming out of that front. No, that's classic muscle. That's before muscle was muscle.
It looks like a 66 Mustang rolling through. And this is a Chevelle convertible, 65, I believe that is a 65 Chevelle. A little bit about my cars.
I'm not a petrol head at all. I married into a family full of them, so I don't got to worry about what cars are. I look at them and say, yep, that's a big one. That's a fast one. That's a pretty one. Leave it to guys like you to know the difference.
And as you've distracted me with the parade of cars on the screen, let's get back to this game just a little bit, Steven. The Royals.
I don't know. Look at this one. This is a big one.
Oh,
it's a big old truck.
This is what they call
big truck.
This is cool. This is what I call a C10. This is a box truck because it's like a box. It's actually no. This is a K10 because this is a Blazer.
So easy to get the distraction in. I thought you were going to keep going with it, so I was.
Wow, he distracted me again. I love cars, bro. I love cars. Big truck. It's a big truck. I need a Tonka truck now.
I feel like women have zodiac signs and men have a vehicle that they attach to, whether it's boats, airplanes, trains. I'm a plane guy, so as soon as it got dark and I couldn't see the airport anymore, dialed into football.
I like trains, planes, and automobiles.
Oh, it's a good movie.
Yes, I'm glad you picked up on that reference. And back to this game. As homecoming continues, and we have our homecoming candidate stepping onto the field for the football squad, Luca Clifton.
Yeah, well, there's two pumpkin jerseys out there.
Oh, there is another one. I didn't see him out there. Yeah. I was looking down the line.
It's Hayden Blunt is the second Pirate in line for as a homecoming prince, I believe.
And as we continue to count away at halftime, Steven, this first half has been pretty nuts and bolts as far as football is concerned.
I mean, for the most part, the team that's playing better is scoring, which is what you want to see, or in some more cases, not scoring. It's been really defensive. And whoever's playing more discipline is getting the better of it. So I expect that to be the case going into the second half. This isn't going to be a game that I expect, a big swing. It might come down to that, but, it's going to be the team that plays better football. It's the ideal situation. The situations where you've seen, a score, something like that, it's been when, the defense has gotten lackadaisical or there's been a penalty. I mean, you go back to the very first drive of the game where Santa Ynez had a false start on the very first play. I mean, that's what shot that drive in the foot, the discipline to not jump early. I mean, these types of things, it's going to be a coach's duel in many ways. Obviously, the players being the ones ultimately deciding, but, which players are better prepared, that could be the difference.
And second half changes, what kind of second half changes do you see Coach McClurg doing in the locker room with the Pirates?
Oh, Jude Pritchett absolutely got his confidence back in that second quarter. I mean, he looked much better throwing the ball. He's trusting in his legs a little bit more. I expect him to be throwing the ball a lot more in the second half and really utilize the speed of those wide receivers. The success from the Pirates has come from the perimeter. The D-line and O-line of the Royals has been on point. So I expect the Royals to win that line of scrimmage battle. But if there's a way that the Royals can get this run game to be a little bit more consistent, that's going to be the tipping point that could put them on top. So I expect the Royals to try and find that run game, get it clicking, and as everyone will tell you, run games get better as the game gets longer, especially as we start to feel that chill on the breeze. Hits sting a little bit more when you get hit. It gets a little bit tougher to get back up each time. So Royals have a game that is geared towards the second half. can Santa Ynez keep pace by running that perimeter game? We're going to find out.
And this is the Royals' second biggest test of the season after getting punched in the mouth in the season opener, being handed a goose egg that they had to crack open when they got home. They're now faced with a 3-point lead, which is decent, but they gave up that score at the very last second of the first half when they could have gone to the locker room with a 10-0 lead, getting the ball back to start the second half, which creates better opportunities going through the second half. But they still got the ball back, which is the positive.
I mean, that's the thing, is the Royals not only finished strong on that last offensive drive, they threw an interception, but in general, were moving the ball very well. You know, they're getting the ball back, which was part of that whole formula, was if Mission had scored on that drive, well, then they come back and they had a chance to put the game away. I mean, you're not even talking like, hey, it'd be a nice lead. You know, that'd be pretty insurmountable to both end the first half on a down note and then start the second half watching your team give up a score. That would have spelled doom for Santa Ynez. So, like I said, we have all the ingredients for a great second half of play here. Everything's to play for, and the two teams are really looking pretty good.
It's 50-50 who pulls out the win tonight. Royals will either go on for their second win in a row, or the Pirates will snap their 2-game skid. Stay tuned for second half action here on PSNtv. That concludes our halftime report presented by California Fresh Market. We'll be back with second half action in just moments here on PSNtv.
At Hyundai San Luis Obispo, we understand that every milestone in life brings new dreams and opportunities.
From the excitement of your first car
To the joy of watching your family grow, with the space and safety to keep your loved ones close and secure, to finding the balance in your busy life with a smoother, greener commute. And with America's best warranty and exceptional service, we ensure your Hyundai is always ready for the road ahead. At Hyundai San Luis Obispo, we're honored to be a part of your journey.
Come find the Hyundai that fits your life story.
Hey, welcome back to California Fresh Market's halftime show. I ended it abruptly early because, you know, I love California Fresh so much I wanted to bring it back. You know, it's the encore. You know, I had to do an encore for the post-game show. But check out California Fresh Market. They're your one-stop shop for all your game day party supplies. It's football season, high school football, college football, Sunday football. You know, it's all out there. Go ahead and stop by the famous hot wing bar. They'll hook you up. They got a salad bar. They got it all, bro. Check them out. California Fresh Market, your one-stop shop. They got USDA prime and premium beef and seafood that's unmatched. And Steven, I brought it back because you need to bring it back with some scores from out of town because we're out of town.
I mean, I don't need to. We could have just hung out.
No, go ahead. Take it away.
Let's take a look at what's going on around the Central Coast right now. For starters, Moore Park visiting Santa Barbara. The Dons lead 14-7 in the first quarter. In Central Coast action, we have another Mountain League versus Sunset League matchup. Rigetti out of the Sunset League, Paso in the Mountain League. Rigetti leads that one 14-6. Rigetti might be one of the best teams on the Central Coast, and they're in that middle division that we talked about last week, the Sunset League. So there are now 3 leagues on the Central Coast, the Mountain being the highest league, Sunset middle, and the Ocean the lowest. San Marcos, a team that's very familiar with Santa Ynez, played just last week. They trail Buena 7-0 at halftime. They're on the road at Buena. South Bakersfield visiting Atascadero. Atascadero just taking the lead in that one, 9-7. Atascadero leads. All tied up between San Luis Obispo and Napomo in some San Luis Obispo County action. South County versus Central County. That one's headed to halftime here momentarily. No score from Vista Grande St. Joe. Ventura, Camarillo. Camarillo up big, 24-14 between those two squads down south. Another big difference here. Morro Bay, Golden Valley. Golden Valley visiting the Pirates of the Coast. Morro Bay leads 40-7 in that one. No score reporter from Viewpoint Dos Pueblos, but the big game happening across the valley right now. This is big news. Lompoc 7, Cabrillo 27. Cabrillo leading in the big game, if this score is correct, for the first time in about a decade. What a game. Andrew Jones has never lost the big game. This could be the first time in quite some time that Cabrillo pulls that one out. Again, these are all being reported from Max Preps, which is a volunteer service, so that may not be correct.
If you're out there at that game, give us a shout out, give us a holler.
I would love to see if someone could confirm that for me. Cabrillo, Lompoc 27-7 with Cabrillo in front. That'd be quite the upset. As our final reported score, Santa Maria McLean. McLean leads at 20-0 heading to halftime. That is quite the game between Lompoc and Cabrillo. I mean, even if that isn't the case, that's still a closer game than Cabrillo typically gets to Lompoc, but we'll go ahead and check Twitter for you and see if we can get a confirmed score.
I'm checking X. I don't know what Twitter is anymore.
Are you a cop? No one calls it that.
What if I am a cop?
The only reason you have to call it that is if you work for a major publication and they're forcing you to say X, formerly Twitter.
I don't know, man.
Why don't we take a break and come back after we get
Okay, we'll
that
take a break.
confirmed.
We'll look up that score.
We'll be back
right back
with second half action, about 3 minutes.
Rock and roll.
Hi, this is John Villa with Villa Automotive.
Someday,
And that's my son Tom
I'm
singing.
awfully low.
You can feel a glow when it comes to the way your car looks when you bring it to Villa Auto Body.
I will feel a glow just thinking of you.
From minor dings to major collision repair, we can give your car a like-new showroom look. We can straighten and repair any frame type using ultrasound technology. Our refinish department features paints that exceed factory specifications, and they are applied in our state-of-the-art, environmentally friendly spray booth. Plus, we work hand in hand with your insurance company so your claim goes smoothly.
Just the way
Love the way your car looks. Bring it to Via Auto Body and Collision Repair and let our family take care of your family. Nicely done, son.
It's natural to think that insurance is complicated, but as an experienced farmer's agent, I know a thing or two about helping make it easier by explaining your available coverage options. Whether you're looking to insure your small business, home, or motorcycle, I can help walk you through the process step by step. Call the Jennifer White Agency at 805-548-8530 to get a quote and learn more.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
At Hyundai San Luis Obispo, we understand that every milestone in life brings new dreams and opportunities.
From the excitement of your first car
To the joy of watching your family grow, with the space and safety to keep your loved ones close and secure, to finding the balance in your busy life with a smoother, greener commute. And with America's best warranty and exceptional service, we ensure your Hyundai is always ready for the road ahead. At Hyundai San Luis Obispo, we're honored to be a part of your journey.
come find the Hyundai that fits your life story.
There we go. You got to find the right spot for the microphone. Above the head is not where it belongs. And according to sources, the Braves are getting conked right now by Cabrillo.
That is
getting
a
walloped.
huge turn of fortune.
And it means good things are coming for Cabrillo. I feel like I'm watching Grandma's Boy.
I mean, that means nothing to me. Also, I mean, Cabrillo's been on the way up for a while. They've had a long struggle for a long time. There was a question of even if Cabrillo could stay in 11-man, taking it to their Cross Valley rival Lompoc. I mean, that is such a huge game for those two communities, even when it's been, 63-3, or, if Cabrillo gets on the scoreboard at all, we'll see what happens. Even in years like that, that community comes out for that game. That is a huge scoreline, 27-7, going into half from the looks of it. I obviously can't look at that YouTube stream that someone recommended me, as we got a little bit of football here to keep track of. But if that score holds, that will be Andrew Jones' first loss to the Cabrillo Conquistadors. He's been at that school quite a while, and that would mean a lot to him. That might ruin his year, and I don't mean that as a joke. That actually could ruin his year.
Stay with us here. We will do our best to provide you that score through the night. We want you to stay here because we got a tight one. That one's a big lead. That one could change, but this one's a 3-point game. Royals getting ready to receive the kickoff. Polito out there to kick this one away. And Noziel getting ready to return this one.
Well, Michigan is start with the ball here, and I'd expect them to try and slow things down a little bit and be a little bit more patient with the ball and get control of this game. They have a lead. They got to maintain it, and that's not a passive thing to do. You got to be active and aggressive with the ball to keep a lead.
And that boot is off and returned by the Royals at the 4. And that's Thompson with the ball. And Thompson brings it out towards the 30, brought down at the 29-yard line.
Well, Mission Prep, a run-first football team, and the running backs in this game, they've been hot and cold. Both Ronnie Kardashian and Miles Thompson have had some fantastic runs. Carter Moreau even had a fantastic run that was called back for a holding call, but they haven't put together a full resume on a drive yet. It'll be Miles Thompson leading out the squad here on this one.
1st and 10 for the Royals from the 29-yard line, moving right to left. The handoff to Miles Thompson, and Thompson drags a couple defenders with him through the line.
And just great first step quickness, right into the fray, not afraid. That looked a lot like a number 21 from last year, or Drew Harrigan type run, just trying to keep his feet going and keep the pile going forward. Only gets about 4, but that kind of daring is going to prove well as this game continues.
And the Pirates try to hold on defense. The Royals on a 2nd down, and here comes the flag out of the backfield from the White Hat. And the penalty against the Royals on 2nd down, 11-12 on the clock.
I didn't see the signal in question. He pointed towards Santa Ynez, then pointed at Mission. So it'll be an illegal formation is going to be my best guess. There's only 5 yards. They try to mark him 6. They'll move it back to the 5-yard mark. But a good run by Miles Thompson during that play that was erased.
And they move it back to the 11. It is a 2nd and 11. As we bring back our score bug. Thank you, Stephen. That pass incomplete by Thomas Glenn.
Mikey Villegas in on the coverage, getting some early contact, and caused the wide receiver on that route to look around and kind of shrug a little bit. Mason Taylor, who's had a fantastic night tonight, was a wide receiver. Villegas, did a good job in coverage. I didn't see anything that was out of line there, so good no call, but brings up a 3rd and long for the Royals. They've struggled with these situations in this game.
3rd and long from the 28-yard line. Royals in their own territory. And that's an offsides from the defense. Diego Polito getting caught in the neutral zone.
Polito trying to get that safety blitz. A real aggressive call by Santa Ynez there. and just took a step too far. Once he entered that neutral zone, the flag comes out. That's how it goes in high school. You don't get a chance to reset. He tried to move before anyone noticed, but with that head of steam he's bringing through, you always hear coaches say, if you're going to jump off sides, make it big. He made it big.
I think when they say make it big is make contact. He didn't contact anybody.
He could have.
maybe he phoned home like E.T.
That would have been a 15-yarder if he had made contact. He had a lot of power there.
And that pass tipped and caught by Mason Taylor.
And that hit the turf, went off the carpet into his hands. Just a little bit too low. He did a good job getting his hands underneath, but a little bit of a skip into there. So that'll bring out the punt team for Mission Prep. That third down, just a little too much to handle.
And Mission Prep with their first 3 and out here. And the punt off by Lincoln Bloom. And touched by the Pirates, who fall on it at the 38-yard line.
Well, in the first half is Mission getting the benefit of that field position battle. Here early is going to be Santa Ynez with good field position to start their first drive of the half. And we'll see if they follow that same pattern where Mission's first drive stalled out in the red zone. Santa Ynez has quite a ways to drive before they have to worry about that, though.
10-28. Our score 10-7. Pirates with their first possession of the second half. 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. And the handoff was short yardage to the 40. Burner with a short gain. 2nd and 8 for the Pirates. 10-14 on the clock, third quarter.
Whoever's dialing up the defense for Mission Prep is doing a very aggressive job right here.
Pritchard fires this one. Pass complete for the first down at the 40-yard line. And Diego Polito with that catch. They're going to say he's down at the 39-yard line. They're going to need to move the sticks. They stop the clock at 10:01 to move those sticks. And the Pirates across midfield into Royals territory. 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line.
Ethan Orozco headed off the field and did not get the better end of that tackle.
Split receivers for the Pirates. Shotgun snap, single back. The handoff to the back. And a short gain for Griffin Burner. Oh, they give him a loss of 1. I thought it was a +1. I think I need to get my eyes checked again, Steven.
Xavier Wiseman getting there on the back side of the play. Good aggressive play by the defensive end.
And the quick snap. Looking to fire this one out to the left side, and the pass complete to Diego Polito, who's come up with the hot hand here in the third quarter for the Pirates. And a timeout to move the sticks. We have an injury on the field is what that timeout is actually for. At 9:24, we'll be right back here on PSN TV. Our score in the third quarter, Mission Prep leading 10-7 over Santa Ynez. Our game driven by Hyundai San Luis Obispo.
At Hyundai San Luis Obispo, we understand that every milestone in life brings new dreams and opportunities.
From the excitement of your first car
To the joy of watching your family grow, with the space and safety to keep your loved ones close and secure, to finding the balance in your busy life with a smoother, greener commute. And with America's best warranty and exceptional service, we ensure your Hyundai is always ready for the road ahead. At Hyundai San Luis Obispo, we're honored to be a part of your journey.
Come find the Hyundai that fits your life story.
Coming out of the timeout for an injury, Diego Polito helped off the field. A solid reception for the young man. Getting shooken up on the tackle. 1st and 10 for the Pirates from the 23-yard line. That pass complete down the middle of the field. Looking for the first down is Mason Skidmore. And Skidmore gets out to the 15. Brings up a 2nd and 3 for Santa Ynez with 9 minutes to go. And it scored 10-7, fast-paced action for the Pirates. That caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Pirates, completed by Luke Guyanis. And the Pirates take the lead 13-10 over Mission Prep here at home on homecoming.
Pritchard's just caught fire since the end of that first half. Beautiful hurry-up drill, just moving the ball, putting that right where only his wide receiver can catch it twice in a row. Talk about that throw out to Polito. That is just a beautiful catch and throw there once again. I mean, into the corner of the end zone. Pritchard showing what he's made of in this game. Everyone knew it was there. It's just a matter before it really came to light. He struggled through the first three. I don't think he's going to struggle anymore.
And that kick up and good. No good. Excuse me. Waved off. 13-10. A 3-point deficit turns into a 3-point lead for the Santa Ynez Pirates. And the Royals will get the ball back for the second time here in the second half. And Pritchard to Guyanis for the second time today, a 24-yard pass and a 15-yard pass, both for touchdowns.
Giannis has done a great job there on the far side. I mean, you talk about Polito and his ability to go out and make those catches. He is the #1 receiver, but Giannis is going to be the guy to watch, especially as Polito's getting more attention on the sideline. Looks like he may have fallen awkwardly after making that beautiful catch. An unfortunate turn of events for a fine athlete that, you know, would definitely be getting Sunset all league considerations, if not all Central Coast considerations. He's able to put together a whole season together. So we'll keep an eye on him as he's getting looked at there on the sideline.
Score from Lompoc, 27-10 in the third quarter. Cabrera leading.
Still wild to consider Lompoc on the schedule for Mission College Prep. That'll be one to watch later in this year. I mean, you talk about powerhouses on the Central Coast. St. Joe, AG, Lompoc, all three of those big-time names, especially in recent years.
And the kickoff. This one's right up the middle and collected by Nozil. And Nozil stays on his feet after being tripped up. And a solid kick by Nicholas Palacio. And the Royals with the ball at their own 22-yard line. 1st and 10 with 8:40 in the third, trailing by 3 here in the third quarter, non-conference action.
Santa Ynez is pumped up. I mean, Mission Prep did not do a great job on that first drive, but failed to get a first down. They got to do something to control this game, and this is where you got to put that foot to the floor and really take the air out of the balloon for Santa Ynez. They cannot allow Santa Ynez to continue this momentum.
2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. 2 backs, the handoff to Ronnie Kardashian, working his way up the line. Stuffed at the defensive line at the 26-yard line, giving them forward momentum. A 4-yard pickup. 2nd down and 6. 8:22 on the clock here in the third quarter.
Good job getting that yardage that he did following his blockers. I think that there may have been a lane available to his cutback side, but you know, sometimes it's not worth rolling the dice, and I understand that. Just follow the blockers and get the yardage.
And the handoff to Kardashian, finds that seam and pushes forward, gets enough for the first down.
There it is, just like that. I mean, that was that cutback lane. It was available to play before too. This time he catches it, gets a huge gain. It's going to move the chains, keep this offense on the field, something they failed to do the last time out. Kardashian showing that athleticism and now showing that vision that can match his speed.
1st and 10 for the Royals. Ball's at the 33-yard line. Clock continues to run here in the third quarter. And stepping back to throw, Thomas Glenn fires this one long and can't get his hands on it as it falls behind him is Jaden Nozil. The pass just behind him. Clock stops at 7:30 here in the third quarter.
And there's contact as he came back, and submission prep fans might be looking for a flag there. Anytime you're going back to the flag, the difference goes to the wide receiver to the defensive back. The defensive back's allowed his lane. If you're going to go back against him, they're going to give him some contact and allow him to kind of keep his position there. So good no call, good route by Jaden Oziel, just couldn't quite make the connection.
2nd and 10 for the Royals. Shotgun snap, rolling out to the left, running with the speed, sliding out of the play of field to protect himself is Thomas Glenn. 7:24 on the stoppage, bringing up a 4th down and medium for the Royals. Ball spotted at the 37-yard line.
Should be 3rd down. It shouldn't be 4th. I think they pressed the wrong button on the box there.
Okay.
Glenn getting the yardage that is provided to him and found a nice little lane, but you know, that 1st down incomplete pass has knock-on effects. Now it's going to make a long 3rd down despite a decent attempt on 2nd down.
Glenn remains in the shotgun, 2 backs with him, 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Fires this one out, and that pass falls incomplete on 3rd down. And this brings up 4th down for Mission Prep now.
Yeah, just a little bit out of sync with the wide receivers. Last week he did such a great job. He's our player of the week last week, Thomas Glenn. Here just a little bit high, a little bit low, not quite where that ball exactly needs to be. And this is going to be a game where those little mistakes add up and could be the difference. So I'd take a little bit of time on the sideline with Thomas Glenn. If I was part of this coaching staff, just have him, stay loose. That's the important thing. You can't have him gripping the ball so tight when it comes time for a passing down.
And Mission Prep punting for the 1st time in the half. Excuse me, 2nd time in the half. Doing my math. Thought I was going to have to take my shoes off for a second and count higher.
Hey, shoes are important.
Yeah, they protect your toes.
Yeah, I keep those on. I don't want to offend our hosts here. This is a definitely shoe-on facility. They don't got the nice white carpets. You don't got to, protect him as much.
And the Pirates, 7-14, take control of the ball here in the 3rd quarter. And the handoff to the back. And turning around and getting pulled down quickly by Noziel is Grayson Foy. And Foy with a short gain of 1. And the momentum picking up for the Pirates with a no-huddle offense. Pritchard with the shotgun snap, checks his receivers, fires this one to the man crossing over the middle. And that is Luke Gayanis. And that one is complete. No gain on the play, and the hurry-up offense continues with a 3rd and 9, 6:32 on the clock, 3rd quarter. And the snap, checks down receivers. This one's out to the right side. Pass complete to Gayanis again. And that's a 1st down, moving the stakes out to the 45-yard line. 1st and 10 for Santa Ynez, 6:17 on the clock. And I am officially cold for not bringing a jacket. And the carry and the tackle by the Royals. That quick offense got me, and that's another 1st down for Santa Ynez. I think the PA announcer's listening to me.
And high tempo offense here. They're doing a good job keeping the same personnel on for Mission Prep.
2nd half action presented by Via Automotive. That pass knocked away and caught by Pritchard. That is a pass to Pritchard from Pritchard with a tip at the line of scrimmage. That pass complete for a 3-yard pickup. 2nd and 7 for the Pirates. When's the last time we've seen a quarterback-to-quarterback pass?
I don't know. I do know for a fact that it was Brett Favre's first pass. First pass completed to Brett Favre, to Brett Favre.
I know Mr. Perfect did it too. And the handoff to the back out of the backfield is Luca Clifton.
quick substitutions happening here across the line. Mission Prep getting these substitutions when they can. It's tough when an offense is in hurry up because you're trying to align and change personnel at the same time.
Under 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. A 3rd and short. And Pritchard being chased out of the pocket as the pocket collapses. And the defense closing in on him. And he's chased out of bounds is Pritchard. And chasing Pritchard down was Sean Rivas.
It's going to be a 4th and short. This is going to be an interesting call here for Santa Ynez. They're changing out personnel. They're going short yardage group. This is still going to be their offense, though.
They're bringing in the big unit. The big body personnel. And Pritchard comes in with the call from the sideline.
I mean, this tells you how much both coaches see this as a game of inches. Santa Ynez going for it on 4th down despite having the lead and, being fairly far from the goal line.
4:43, third quarter, 4th and 1 from the 35. And Pritchard with the option read, keeps it himself and gets blasted in the backfield, still on his feet, losing yardage and taken down in the backfield. I believe that's Mason Taylor chasing him down.
Oh, man. I mean, this is where athleticism can backfire. You can always say, you can never be too fast. You can never be too athletic. Here, Pritchard's athleticism giving the Royals a lot of yardage. They're going to spot this at midfield when it was originally around the 35-yard line. If that was just a QB sneak, that is not anywhere near as disastrous, but the speed of Pritchard backfiring against Santa Ynez, that's an awful turn of events for the Pirates.
The Pirates needed 1 yard and gave up 15. Midfield for the Royals on that turnover on downs. 4:33 on the clock. We're in the third quarter. Royals back with the ball. And this pass complete to Taylor. And Taylor cradles it to the ground. 2nd and short for Mission Prep.
Well, this is going to be interesting. Mission hasn't had too many 2nd and shorts, so there's no real pattern to match or break on this down. 2nd and short, historically a play where you can go for a deep ball if you want to because, well, if you don't get it, 3rd down's right there.
2nd and a long 2 for the Royals. 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Glenn with the snap. Hands off to the back in the backfield. Churning forward for the 1st down. And that's Miles Thompson. And I feel like I'm being redundant, Steven. Hands off to the back in the backfield. Where's the back coming from? Sure isn't coming from the front field.
Hey, he could, though. You got to consider all possibilities.
I guess you can, but let's keep moving. 1st and 10 for the Royals. 37-yard line. Miles Thompson with the handoff. Finds the seam, finds the room. Pushing forward, nobody in front of him. 1 man to beat. Touchdown, Royals. And that is a 37-yard touchdown strike on the ground for Miles Thompson.
He followed his blocks, but the blockers didn't necessarily make it easy for him at the beginning there. Had to take a lateral step in that backfield and then hit the gas. We talked about that first gear ability of Miles Thompson, his ability to get that acceleration right out of his legs and down the field. Great example of it there. As soon as he put his feet in the dirt, decided to go north-south, it was straight to the end zone. A beautiful run by Miles Thompson.
3:22 in the third. Score currently 16-13. The kick up and good. 17-13. A 4-point lead for the Royals here in the third quarter. And that touchdown presented by Farmers Insurance agent Jennifer White. Give her a call today, 805-548-8530, to get the best coverage from a trusted insurance team. Jennifer White, Farmers Insurance.
Well, got to give a little bit of credit to a group that you don't normally give credit to on that touchdown run, the defense. Talk about a big 4th down stand the last time they were on the field. Not just getting the ball back, but forcing the quarterback back 15 yards so that the Royals got the ball at midfield, allowing for a touchdown drive on the ensuing possession. Right now, Santa Ynez is going to take the ball back, but the mood has severely changed in just a few minutes. It's going to be up to Santa Ynez to find their way back in now that they are back behind on the scoreboard.
The home crowd on their feet, but silent here as they're ready to receive the kickoff. Lincoln Bloom with the boot. Getting ready to wind it up and send it sailing. And the boot is away, and this one's a deep one. Going to bounce into the end zone and going to be a touchback. The first touchback of the season for Bloom. And a 1st and 10 from the 20 for the Pirates. And that didn't sound like a crowd that was excited for that kickoff.
I mean, it didn't look like a team that was excited for it either, but if this Santa Ynez team is going to be successful in this game, it's been coming from this hurry-up offense, and that takes a sense of pride. You got to have the willingness to get out there time and time again and not have the gaps to recollect yourself. They got to find some source of energy here.
Pirates with the ball, 1st and 10 from the 20. Pritchard looking to throw this one. The pocket collapses. The pass complete to the left side and chased down by Miles Thompson is the receiver. And pass complete to Mason Skidmore.
Well, we talked that we'd keep an eye on the sideline. There is another injured Pirate. This one looks to be Sebastian Perez coming off the field. Polito also looks to be shut down for the evening. So Santa Ynez having a rough evening as far as injury goes in this game. Not something you want to see this early in the season.
And the score, 34-10, Cabrillo over Lompoc. Pass complete out to the the pass out to the near side, not complete. The intended target making the diving attempt, Nicholas Palacios.
You know, these balls are getting a little bit wilder. Pritchard's done a good job through the middle 6 and a little bit beyond and getting the ball to his wide receivers, but now get a little further off target.
3:10 on the clock, 3rd quarter. A 3rd down snap. On his feet, Pritchard going to keep it himself across the 30 out to the 35 and pushed out of bounds, and flags flying in.
Yeah, that's a late flag and probably bad news for the team in the pale jerseys here. Hit as he went out of bounds, and the flag came out around the same time. I doubt this is going to be the hold. Oh, no, it is the hold that I saw there on the wide receiver. So just a late-timed flag for that penalty. It'll bring him back within the stick. Should be 3rd down, but probably a 3rd and short based on the position of the flag. 3rd and 5, they'll call it.
A 3rd and 6. 5.5.
Well, the ball's on the 25. The box hasn't moved. There it goes. So 3rd and 5 exactly because it's on the 25.
There it is, 3rd and 5. You're right.
They started from a touchback, so I know that the first stick's on the 30 for sure.
Defense showing blitz, slow snap. That one's batted down.
No, it's not.
It's
That's
intercepted.
That looks like Armin Clayton had his hands on the ball and was driving with it. Are they going to say he kept possession? It's definitely on the turf at the end there. They're going to say it was incomplete.
Okay.
Oh, I thought Armin Clayton had that one.
Yeah, I saw his hands on the ball.
I think it came out as he started running off with it, but what a play by Armin Clayton.
And the punt unit out for the Pirates yet again. And this one's a punt across the 50. Nozil calls for the grenade, and everybody moves away, and the Pirates swarm.
That's a highly illegal move that Santa Ynez just did.
Pushing Nozil into the ball to make contact to create a live possession. And that's going to give favorable field position to the Royals.
You know, when someone's trying to walk off the field, you can't just mug him, it turns out, as Nozil was willing to let Santa Ynez touch the ball and call it the end of the possession. Santa Ynez tried to grab him and force him into the ball. That is not legal. So it will be Mission Prep possession, even though Royal touched the ball and the Santa Ynez Pirates recovered.
And they're going to march off the penalty. And McClurg not liking the call. He's barking at the white hat.
I mean, he should be talking to his players about that. That is 101. Personal foul against Santa Ynez. This will go back the other way. They're trying to claim, oh, well, you know, the play wasn't whistled dead yet, but you're not allowed to drag a player into the ball that is trying to leave the field of play.
And the trucker on the far side giving us some love.
So Mission Prep, fantastic field position. Start on the 43.
43-yard line of the Pirates. 2:45 in the third, leading 17-13. Two receivers to his right, hands off to Kardashian in the backfield. And looks like there's a flag on the near side. That one's a deep ball, incomplete. And we're gonna see what this laundry's all about on the near side.
It's gonna be some sort of illegal play by the Royals. I don't think it's a false start, otherwise they would have whistled it dead, likely breaking the huddle with 12 or an illegal formation. But it will be a 5-yard penalty against Mission Prep. Fun to see the flea flicker come out. You don't see it all that often, but it's almost always effective.
They called a false start on the offense.
Well, that same symbol can be used for multiple things. It can be breaking the huddle with 12, like I said, or it can be an illegal formation. I believe it's called motion 4, according to the referee rule book.
Hey.
John Uribairn let me know about that one.
Thomas, this guy's always raining on my parade over here. And the handoff to Kardashian from Thomas Glenn. And a short gain for Kardashian out to the 46. And it's okay. Thanks for correcting me. I need to know these things because, you know, I am keeping stats tomorrow at Hancock.
Well, the good news about that, they'll have a microphone, so you'll even be able to get the players correct. And instead of what I did when I did stats at Hancock, guess.
Team.
Yeah,
Team.
Team unless I had a grudge against someone, in which case that's on you, buddy. Ooh, you cut in line on me? Ooh, looks like you're getting a holding penalty.
Get the last burrito before me? Too bad. And the pass fired out, dropped. That hot potato not able to be reeled in by Vinny Orlando. I think that one came in like a meteorite from space.
That is one of the best delivered balls tonight, and Orlando just unable to hold on to it. We talked about this cold breeze we're getting coming off the ocean. We're 20 miles from it, but still carries that sea chill that you get all across the coast. And that, I think, played a factor in that. I mean, that is right in the breadbasket and back out.
And you talk about the Pirates not being near a body of water. They do have Kachuma Lake nearby, and they do also have Zaka Lake nearby. So they could be Lake Pirates.
You know, hey, I'll give you that.
A man in motion. That is Champ Morrissey from right to left. And a jump at the line. I want to say it's on the offense this time.
Yeah, the right guard on that play, not on our roster. And
number 61. Let's see if our fans come through. Who's number 61?
I wasn't going to call him out, but back into their own territory for the first time on this drive. That's unfortunate. You know, you want to fire out when you get the chance, and they're just a little too aggressive. And now it takes them out of 4-down territory. Unless they get a big play here, you know, this is a situation that now they can't even really entertain the thought of going for it. It would most likely be a punt unless they get back within their own sticks.
A 3rd and a mile marker and a half to go. Backed up to 246. And the pitch option to Morrissey. And Morrissey gets stuffed hard by a slew of Pirates. And the Pirates come looking for loot.
A lot of loot to be had there. I mean, a floating pitch there set up Morrissey where he couldn't quite drop his pad level. As a result, hips, chest, all exposed. Good form tackling from the Pirates, and it spells out a punt for the Royals.
Tonight's third quarter action presented by Via Automotive as the pump unit comes out. And a late addition to the punt unit. Makes it on the field in time, number 20 there for the Pirates. Thomas Brous on that blitz from right to left.
Yeah, and a little late substitution. That's one of the things that drives coaches crazy is when your unit's called, you're expected to be on the unit on time. 5 minutes early is on time in the military and in football here. You got to be there at least 5 seconds early. Just a late substitution by the Pirates ended up not hurting them, though.
And the shotgun snap for Pritchard. The long bomb. That pass, if it's good, is complete. It's complete. And the catch by Guyanis. And we have an origin story for the Pirates in our chat, Steven.
I'll take a look later, but the beautiful thing about origin stories is they're not ending stories. Still got time to change the name.
And the Pirates with a big reception across into Royals territory, 1st and 10 from the Royals 39. Shotgun snap, handoff to the back, and a stop. The ball comes loose. And the Royals saying they came up with it. Waiting for the call.
Yeah, that's a initial indicator. It's Royals football. Ball was stretching out, trying to get every little bit of yardage, and just popped out as he spun. You reach out with one hand with your ball, the ball in that hand. Any sort of force sideways will knock it out. There, his own force is what spun it out. I'm not sure if that was forced at all. And so it'll be Royals football.
Griffin Burner losing the fumble. Royals with back on possession. 53 seconds remaining.
Still a lot of football to be played in this one, but the Royals definitely feel like they're starting to get control.
Always a tough house to play in, Pirates Stadium. And the handoff for a short gain up the middle of the field. And Thompson coming up with a limp on the right leg, walking it off, and he's going to get subbed out with Kardashian with 33 seconds remaining.
And just to recap the origin of the Pirates story, since we teased it a second ago, Pirates apparently used to hide their boats up the river in the Santa Ynez Valley, coming in off Refugio Beach all the way inland. And that's where the Santa Ynez Pirate gets its name, has now been used by the high school.
And 2nd and 8 for Mission Prep. The handoff to Kardashian, and Kardashian with a seam, and he's got one man to beat and gets taken down from behind. And a good run for Kardashian, being chased down by Asha Rattlefinger.
Asha Rattlefinger, a fantastic athlete, had 2 tackles for loss coming into this game. One of the leading tackles for the entire defense. And not many people can tackle Ronnie Kardashian from behind. He becomes an elite set that can say they've done that.
And at the end of the 3rd quarter, the Mission Prep Royals lead the Santa Ynez Pirates 17-13. And late in the 3rd quarter, the Cabrillo Conquistadors lead the Lompoc Braves 34-10. We'll be right back with more Mission Prep football on PSN TV.
If ever I would leave you, it wouldn't be in summer.
We'll never leave you either, especially not in summer. Hi, this is John Villa, and that's my son Tom singing. The average age of the car on the road today is at least 12 years old. The older the car, the more TLC it requires, especially during summer. So now's the time to come in for a free battery and alternator check at Via Automotive. The summer heat can be brutal on your car's electrical system, so let us make sure everything is working right. If you do need service, remember that our technicians are iCar and ASC certified, which means they know your car from bumper to bumper.
No, never
At Via Automotive, we'll never leave you, whether it's spring, summer, winter, or fall, and that's a promise. Look us up online at via-automotive.com or call 781-3925. Via Auto Body and Automotive. Let our family take care of your family. Nicely done, son.
We got 12 minutes to decide a winner here, Steven. Our score 17-13. The Royals collect a turnover on a fumble, driving to begin the fourth quarter. And they hand off to the back. I believe that's Kardashian with the carry. And Kardashian pushes forward for a 3-yard gain. 2nd and 7 for Mission Prep as the clock turns towards the end of this contest.
Oh, Mission Prep showing that dichotomy in offensive philosophy. I mean, on defense, these two teams very similar, very aggressive, very well disciplined, but on offense, Mission Prep happy to grind that ball into the ground, or Santa Ynez likes to air it out more. So Mission's going to do everything in their power to keep this ball in their hands as long as they can in this fourth quarter.
And the snap, a handoff to Kardashian, rolling out to the left side, turns the corner, finds the room for the first down as he delivers a hit on the defender. And Kardashian gets out across the 20 to the 19. And that is a first down for Mission Prep here in Santa Ynez territory. Another first down. And the Royals looking for that pay dirt yet again into red zone territory.
Now, last year we gave Ronnie Kardashian the nickname of the Iceman. He's certainly showing the ability to ice the game here. Some beautiful runs here at the end of the third quarter and beginning of the fourth.
Jaden Oziel, the near receiver, lined up just inside the 20. And the late handoff to Kardashian, and Kardashian gets stuffed by multitudes of Pirates.
Yeah, just not a lot of room off that left side. Santa Ynez starting to crowd the line of scrimmage. Look at where the safeties are. They're walking up about 5 yards off the line of scrimmage. That's very shallow for your last line of defense. And Santa Ynez really just gambling that, hey, we're either going to stop them at the line of scrimmage, force them to make some hard decisions as it gets into 4-down territory, or they're going to score, and we're going to get the ball back sooner. Either way, we're fine rolling the dice here.
2nd and 8 for the Royals. The snap. Glenn throws out to Kardashian in the backfield. Kardashian looking to turn the corner. Does just that. Breaks a couple tackles. One man to beat. And taken down at the 1-yard line. Diving for the end zone. Could not break the plane before the knee strikes the dirt. At the 1. The Royals almost there again.
He's so good the later the game goes. He's got such great cardio, so fast, so agile. Ronnie Kardashian is a fantastic athlete, making the defense miss multiple levels. I mean, say what you will about this guy. He's finding ways to make the big plays happen when they matter most.
And this isn't the Kardashian we've seen in the last couple games against Santa Fe Christian or against Kern Valley last week. Kardashian stepping it up, the pitch to Jaden Noziel, and Noziel on the sweep into the end zone for the 1-yard pickup, and the Royals take a 10-point lead here in the fourth quarter, 23-13, awaiting the extra point, and that touchdown presented by Farmers Insurance agent Jennifer White. Give her a call today, 805-830.
It was under center, but that is a bit of a Chekhov's gun. A play set up in the first half, going off in the second half. They use that exact same formation, exact same motion to run a dive play as this PAT blocked. So that's a huge swing there, only giving the Royals a 10-point lead here, but same motion, same setup. This time they actually pitched it out to Jaden Noziel for the touchdown. Royals lead by 10 with 10-11 left in the fourth.
10-11, leading by 10, 23-13 is our score. And we'll be right back with more Mission Prep football driven by Hyundai San Luis Obispo.
At Hyundai San Luis Obispo, we understand that every milestone in life brings new dreams and opportunities.
From the excitement of your first car
To the joy of watching your family grow, with the space and safety to keep your loved ones close and secure, to finding the balance in your busy life with a smoother, greener commute. And with America's best warranty and exceptional service, we ensure your Hyundai is always ready for the road ahead. At Hyundai San Luis Obispo, we're honored to be a part of your journey.
Come find the Hyundai that fits your life story.
We're We're just about 2 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Royals take a 23-13 lead over the Pirates. And that kick collected at the 19. And turning the corner, looking for some room down the sideline, but unable to go very far is Austin Willis. And Willis bringing it out from the 19 to the 28, a 9-yard pickup on that return.
Levi Snow with a blindside block on that return. They're celebrating as if it was a clean play when the flag was already out. I mean, I understand getting excited about a big hit, but that hit hasn't been legal in, I want to say, 5 years.
And Megan Nozil chiming in, watching her son from afar, working hard. Cheering on Jaden as he scored the last touchdown for the Royals. The ball pushed back to the 11 with 10:05 remaining in the contest. And that's a deep pass. That pass completes, moving the Pirates away from their own end zone as Skidmore collects that one. Mason Skidmore with another big grab tonight for Josh McClurg and the Pirates.
Yeah, these Pirates do not say die. I mean, this has been an absolute fantastic game. They broke the huddle with 11 there. Timeout mission, though. Interesting scenario there. I mean, they substituted after they set up into a formation, so I'm surprised that this wasn't a timeout from Santa Ynez.
And the timeout on the field. We're going ahead and take a quick timeout with them. We'll be right back. Mission Prep Football continues on PSN TV. Coming out of the timeout. There we go. I think my mixer's getting a little old.
As are we all.
Yep. 23-13. Our weatherman says it's officially cold, and that's Thomas Bowden. Pritchard looking to throw, chased out of the pocket on his feet, across the 50 to the 45, and tied up and brought down by Ronnie Kardashian with an assist by Champ Morrissey.
Yeah, big swarm tackle there. It's what you want to see. Unfortunately, it took an odd turn. Luckily, Pritchard comes out of it unscathed. They're going to keep this up tempo.
And it's a 2nd and 1 for the Pirates. Pritchard being chased down. Maverick Bright into the backfield. That pass is complete over the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it's that low back, running back draw screen. They drop back, let the O-line, let the D-line by, and hope that that sets up a big play. Just enough to get a first down, but still worked as drawn up.
9:10 on the clock. Pritchard throws this one with a sidearm. That pass complete. Still on his feet, the receiver pushed out. Austin Boucher. And that's out to the 19-yard line. And the Pirates aren't giving up just that. As you said, this is a fight to the end. They're down by 10, and they're trying to make this a one-score game.
You know, good job on the backside there. That wasn't the side that this play was designed to go to. It was designed to go to the right, but the guys on the left did a good job.
And the handoff stuffed at the line.
Well, Santa Ynez wants to move with pace here. Even though there's a lot of time left, you're looking at 8:45 currently as it ticks under. This is a game that if Michigan gets the ball back, they are going to eat that clock up. So they need to act as if there's not much left and get moving.
Fired out to the near side. Pass complete for Pritchard to Max Andrade. And Max Andrade thrown to the turf. The home crowd not liking that tackle. Looking for a flag, the home crowd.
Yeah, they saw the jersey come out. They're looking for a potential horse collar, the crowd is, but I didn't see him reach inside the jersey. That's where the horse tackle comes in.
3rd down and 6 for the Pirates.
Oh, wow.
And taken down in the backfield. And in on that one, Ethan Ferralis.
Ethan Ferralis has been a terror on the defensive line, just shoving through, making plays happen in the backfield, making everyone's on the offense head just hurt thinking about how they're going to go around this guy. They're a huge tackle for loss to bring up a long 4th down.
4th down and 11. And they're going for it here on 4th and 11. Split receivers. The whistles come out. Santa Ynez gets caught with a false start, which doesn't help them. Pushing them back 5 yards to the 25-yard line.
This is a huge 4th down.
Pritchard looking to throw this one, fires out to the near side. A one-hand catch, complete. Not enough for the 1st down, though, as Max Andrade makes the spectacular catch with 7:15 on the clock. It's going to be a turnover on downs to Mission Prep.
I elicited a big cheer from the crowd, but still going to be Mission ball. A good job by the defense, knowing where the chains are, playing smart, not getting over aggressive. If they had tried to chase that down ahead of the chains, there's a good chance he would have slipped by and gotten the 1st down, if not a touchdown. Instead, Mission Prep with a 2-score lead will take over on downs with 7 minutes to go.
Stay with us here. This one's a tight one, a 10-point lead for the Royals. Coming up in our post-game show, we'll announce our player of the game. And Ozil in motion, the handoff up the middle on a tight formation to push the ball across the 15 to the 16, close to the 17. I feel like the count here, 15, 16, 17.
Champ Morrissey right up the middle. Always found it interesting about the count on Sesame Street. Apparently that, the whole character is based off of the part of vampire mythology that vampires have to count. Like if you spill a bag of rice in front of them, they have to count every grain before you get it. But it's such a minor part of vampire mythology that people just think he's a count that's got a counting thing going on. But it's a very real thing.
And the Royals with a 2nd and 7 as Steven drops more knowledge on me tonight.
And I want to talk about the Muppets. I'll stay here till, I got to go to Pauly tomorrow, man. I'm a big Muppets guy. Another drive right up the middle. Santa Ynez selling out to those middle dives. If you look at how the defensive tackles are lined up, they're trying to get on the inside shade of the guards, trying to take care of what's called the A gap, that gap between the center and the guard next to them. Make sure that there's nothing easy that direction and force Mission Prep to go to the outside.
3rd down and 5 for the Royals. The handoff to Thompson, and Miles Thompson pushes forward, and that should be enough for the 1st down to keep the clock running.
It'll be close. It'll depend on where his knee hit. You might get that measurement that you're always asking for. There will be a timeout. They've got the 1st down, though.
And the Pirates take the timeout with 5:46. It's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Royals from their own 25 when we return.
Located off Highway 101, just minutes from downtown San Luis Obispo, Pismo Beach, and Central Coast Wine Country. Book your next Central Coast stay at Madonna Inn. With 110 unique guest rooms, on-site restaurants, bars, bakery, shopping, hiking, biking, and day spa, Madonna Inn is your travel destination dream. Let's go Mission Prep. Let's stay at Madonna Inn.
What do you mean it's not a death ray?
Appreciate you going live with that.
Yeah, I had to. I'm just going to leave the listeners hanging on that term. 5:46 on the clock in the fourth quarter. 1st and 10 for the Royals. A handoff up the middle. The pile, the scrum pushing forward. I'm sorry, I used the wrong word. In honor of Father Russ, I got to call it a maul, because that's what it is.
A scrum is also a thing in rugby. I mean, it's not always a maul.
I was told it's a maul, okay? 5:19 on the clock. 2nd down and 7 for the Royals. 23-13 is our score. Mission Prep leads by 10 here in the fourth quarter over the Pirates. Shotgun snap, a handoff. Room in front of him. Wow. We're spinning the wheels. Nobody to beat. Finally beat.
Coming.
And the Iceman brings the ball into Pirates territory. Welcome to Royals football. It's a 1st and 10 from the 40.
What a block there by the right tackle. I mean, just a huge lane. Let's see who that is. That's Gabe Almada. How could it be anyone else? Just absolutely winning the battle. You could drive a truck through the lane that his block set up there. And I think Ronnie Kardashian wanted to do just that. Got on his wheels and ran straight through. Huge game for the Royals deep into Pirate territory. With less than 5 minutes to go, this is a must-stop situation for Santa Ynez.
And the fake to Thompson, the fire over the left side, and the flag comes out for the pass interference. Vinny Orlando with the intended target. The defender in on the play, Mikey Vagias.
That's been a matchup all night, and we talked about, when that ball's underthrown, usually they're going to give deference to the defensive back and hold that flag. Not this time, though. They're going to say there's too much physicality against Vinny Orlando. Not sure how much I agree, but because that's been going on all night, there's probably been discussions about it. It'll be a 1st down for the Royals at the 25 as a result.
And the question now for you, Stephen, is the writing on the wall for the fans, because what was a packed house is now thinning out rather fast.
I never leave a game early, but, that's largely because I'm on a broadcast. It'd be real bad form for me to put the headset down. Brian, you got it from here,
Yeah, I'll see you later.
Yeah, it's an hour drive home, man. I'm not sure if you know that.
I'll give you a 15-minute head start in the parking lot. 4:26 on the clock. Royals with the ball at the 25-yard line, 1st and 10. Following the pass interference, Kardashian with the carry. Nobody to beat. It's Kardashian's ball into the end zone. A 25-yard score. Ronnie Kardashian in for the punch. 4:17 on the clock. The Royals take the lead even bigger.
Offensive line enjoyers, you've tuned into the right YouTube channel. What blocking up front, and a great finish by Ronnie Kardashian. Oh my goodness, what a run. Put that one on every reel you can. That was perfectly blocked. Ronnie Kardashian not confronted till it was already time to put that ball in the end zone. What a play by the Royals. As there's a slight delay on this.
And the extra point up and good. As I called it early because I thought it was going to be good. And our score 30-13. I guess the fans saw the writing on the wall before it happened. Prognosticators of all prognosticators, the Santa Ynez fans.
I mean, Santa Ynez is a powerful group of fans. I'm surprised to see them taking off early here, because normally this is a very dedicated cheer section. It's one of the most feared crowds on the Central Coast. So you're right. Normally they wouldn't be taking off like this. Not sure what's going on, if there's a homecoming activity that they're trying to set up for or something like that.
With 4:17 on the clock, the fans that remain here in the home side on their feet to cheer on their team. The Royals leading 30-13 in this non-conference action. Coming up, our post-game wrap-up. We'll let you know where the Royals are going next. We'll announce our player of the game. And we'll let Thomas go early because he is freezing. Actually, we're just going to keep him to the end.
Yeah, speaking of homecoming's coming up for the Mission Prep, and it comes time to cast those votes. Thomas Bowden, senior at Mission Prep, Be a fantastic homecoming king. You couldn't do better, I don't think.
No, El Presidente dropped. The ball is dropped, and the Royals come up with it. That is a blunder of all blunders for the receiving team. And the Royals with the ball, 4:13 on the clock.
I tell you what, when it rains, it pours for these Pirates. This has been a competitive, hard-fought game all the way through. Even the score now does not reflect what has happened in this game. And that type of error is the one that really exacerbates the problem. This defense that was happy to get off the field just moments ago after a long punishing drive led by Ronnie Kardashian is going right back on the field to try and stop them this time.
And the Royals with possession, 4:13. Leading by 17. A 3-score lead for the Royals. Hand off to Miles Thompson. Thompson gets taken down beyond the line of scrimmage, getting out to the 15-yard line as the clock continues to run. And Steven, I feel at this point, Coach Schuster is going to go with short run offenses. Offense, chipping away to get those first downs because he wants to chew up this clock, just kind of end this game.
Well, you talk about a 5-minute offense. That's about a long drive and a run-heavy team. That's what you want to see come off the clock in a drive. It's about 5 minutes. We're under that, but also it's a short field. So he's definitely going to stretch this set of downs as long as he can. Really not try and force the ball in the end zone. More going to try and keep the ball in the hands and keep the ball moving than try and score here.
And the handoff to Miles Thompson. And Thompson gets to the 11. And the home crowd still showing support here.
And just right between the tackles again. It gets tough when you're a run-heavy team and you're just trying to control the ball because once or twice these will pop out and you end up giving the ball back on a score, anything like that. So right now, Mission actually probably not too broken up with the fact that it's going to be 3rd and medium here because it means they get to watch this clock go down under 2 minutes 50 now.
2:43 on the clock. 3rd and about 4 for the Royals. As the Royals coaching staff is checked out from the press box. And the handoff to Thompson again.
Yes, so it'll be close. Got one judge giving one spot, one giving the other. This could be at the 8 or 9 yard line, depending on the spot. They'll put it at the 8. That should be enough for a first down. Now with about 2, no, they're going to say about a yard short. It'll be 4th down.
4th down and inches for the Royals. 2:04 on the clock. 2 minutes to go now here in this ball game. Royals leading 30-13. And the kicking unit out, Lincoln Bloom for his 2nd attempt. A 25-yard attempt, already made 26. Off the left upright, no good. Just a hair wide.
Just the very tip of that post. Going to keep that one out and make it a 17-point game still. So Mission Prep not out of the woods quite yet. Couple quick scores and an onside kick here and there. Things can happen. I remember at Allen Hancock College, the coaches always talked about they didn't actually leave the booth early, not Laz there at least, because one year they left early. They had a 21-point lead, put the headsets down, packed up. As they left, touchdown, I believe it is Bakersfield. They got down to the field, touchdown Bakersfield. They finally get a chance to talk. It's a tie game.
As the minutes wind down here in the final moments of the 4th quarter. This is the Via Automotive 2nd half.
I'm surprised to see them go up the gut there. I mean, even if Mission Prep was set up in a prevent defense, this defensive line has been a force tonight in shutting down the run game. I mean, talk about Ferralis and Almada up front, as well as, all the different linebackers and D linemen that get involved there. They do a great job.
And a handoff out to the near side. Trying to break free, gain a few yards, pushed out of bounds for a 5-yard pickup. Austin Willis with a nice pickup, under a minute to go now. Time winding down here at Santa Ynez High School, Pirates Stadium.
Well, only 40 seconds left. Santa Ynez seems to be accepting this result. Talk about a hard-fought game between two teams. I mean, really, Santa Ynez proving that they could hang with the Mountain League teams if that was where they had been assigned at the end of this season instead. But instead, they're getting into a punt formation. Oh, no, it is a victory formation. So they're going to kneel this one out and call that a day. But Santa Ynez showing that they still have the talent on this team to make a run at the Mountain League. I think when it comes to Sunset League action, they're still going to be a force to be reckoned with.
And we're coming final here at Santa Ynez High School. Our final score, 30-13. Mission Prep collects the win over the Santa Ynez Pirates, improving to 2-1. The Santa Ynez Pirates fall to 1-3 on the year. We will be right back with our post-game wrap-up. Mission Prep football driven by Hyundai San Luis Obispo.
At Hyundai San Luis Obispo, we understand that every milestone in life brings new dreams and opportunities.
From the excitement of your first car
To the joy of watching your family grow, with the space and safety to keep your loved ones close and secure, to finding the balance in your busy life with a smoother, greener commute. And with America's best warranty and exceptional service, we ensure your Hyundai is always ready for the road ahead. At Hyundai San Luis Obispo, we're honored to be a part of your journey.
Come find the Hyundai that fits your life story.
Welcome back to the post-game wrap-up. Our final score, 30-13. Joining me tonight, Stephen Hodges to my right, Thomas Bowden to my left. The Mission Prep Royals pick up the win, improving to 2-1 on the year, Stephen. A tremendous game for the Royals. Started with a 2-yard run by Glenn with 5:11 in the second quarter, putting up the Royals 7-0 over the Pirates. And Bloom booting a 26-yard field goal, 1:39 remaining in the second, 10-0 Royals. And then the Pirates strike back quickly, 36 seconds remaining. Our score 7-10 going into the locker room at the break. In the third quarter, Pritchett comes alive, finding Giannis. I'm sure I'm saying that name completely wrong all night long. Giannis, you'll correct me again. 7-10 is our score on that score because he found him at the end of the third quarter, into the second quarter. Let me restart this. No, I don't want to restart this, but I'm back up. Into the second quarter, Pritchard to Giannis, 7-10 is our score. Third quarter, Pritchard to Giannis again, 13-10. Field goal, no good. Extra point, no good. I'm cold, forgive me. Thompson, 37-yard, puts the Royals back up, and the Royals didn't look back after that with Miles Thompson score 17-13. Late in the third, in the fourth quarter, Noziel punches it in on a sweep from 1 yard out. 23-13, the extra point, no good. And then Kardashian with a huge punch at the end to give the Royals that push over the hill to bring in the win. 30-13, our final score, Stephen. What did the Royals do right tonight?
You know, when things got tough, they kept fighting. I mean, we talked about it at halftime that really it was going to be the team that was more disciplined, more able to, make those plays happen time and time again rather than making one or two big plays happen here and there. That was going to win. Royals came out with fewer penalties, made fewer mistakes, and as a result, they walked away the victors in this game. But like I said, the scoreboard is a little deceiving on this one. I think the margins were closer than some might think. I mean, you talk about Santa Ynez coming out with a lead in that second half early. That easily could have fallen apart on a, less disciplined team than this Royals. That's really the number one characteristic I'm seeing out of these players. Discipline across the board. They don't let the bad things get to them. They also don't let the good things get to them either.
And it is time for our player of the game. Actually, it's not time. We're going to let you know where both teams are going to be next week. So you can follow us here on PSNtv. And if you're a Pirates fan, you can tune in, or you can join the Pirates next week however you like. The Pirates are at Napomo next week facing the Titans. And the Royals will return home to host El Modena. The Vanguards come to town, and that is a 7:30 kickoff from Mustang Memorial Stadium next Friday night here on PSN TV, Stephen. And real quick, what do you know about the Vanguards coming into town?
Absolutely nothing. I do know for Santa Ynez that'll be an interesting game because Napomo is a winless team coming into tonight, but they were playing San Luis Obispo very tough, who's a Sunset team. Napomo with an odd record, 0-2-1. They're winless, but had a tie last week. So it'll be interesting to see how the Pirates take on Napomo. I'd say the Pirates are probably going to be favored going into that one, but it'll be tighter than many expect.
And it's time for our player of the game. And the ballots have been casted. They have been counted, and Thomas has handed the envelope to Steven. And Steven, drum roll. There you go. That's best I got.
When the time got tough, the Iceman came and put a cap on this one. Ronnie Kardashian with another fantastic showing against the Pirates last year. He had unbelievable stats, 5 rushes, 122 yards. Tonight, a little bit more believable, but coming up when it mattered most, putting this game to rest at the end, Ronnie Kardashian, our Royal of the game.
Our Royal of the game, Ronnie Kardashian. We will be back next Friday night. El Modena comes to town, Mustang Memorial Stadium, a 7:30 kickoff, a 7:15 pregame show. Brian Stanley, Stephen Hodges with you. Thomas Bowden on the camera. Appreciate you being with us. Royals capture the win here in Santa Ynez tonight, 30-13.